What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Most Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, you know, it is very, very, very chaotic right now, man. We got some big time news that just dropped right before we started the podcast, man. I'm all over the place, baby. I'm all over the place. But shout out to your fit, though. You stupid drippy today, bro.
Thanks.
Stupid drippy. I like them pandas, too, baby. You on a vibe right now, man.
I wish I could say the same for you.
Whoa, don't do that. Don't do that. You know, you've already.
You got some nice Timberlands
you
on.
complimented my shoes.
You got some nice Timberlands on.
I like your shoes. You like my shoes. All right. Hey, Deke, those are some nice jeans right there, bro. That man, I see, bro, you fired up today, man. You see, I got the sweatpants, so you know what I'm doing, bro. You got the memo though to rock a little sweatshirt up top. It's because it was cold outside.
It's a little cold. It's snowing.
Yeah, I like.
Barely
yours.
made it up the hill.
Bro. I'm with you. I just had to break out the Timbs. I like your hoodie a lot though. I think that's really nice, man.
Thanks.
I think like the color is like really, really nice on your hoodie, man.
Can't go wrong with black.
But what about America? You like America, right?
I do.
What color is America? Like the flag?
Red, white, and blue.
Can't beat that, right?
When it's associated with certain things or brands that aren't America,
we're just talking about America,
then yes,
baby.
you can go wrong.
We're just talking about America.
No.
Man. That's it.
The American red, white, and blue, that's different red, white, and blue
I'm
than
with you on the red, white, and blue. What's your red, white, and blue?
other brands or other logos, red, white, and blue.
As long as it's under one nation under God, right? They play the national anthem. I'm just saying, Dick.
Not how it works.
You ain't digging. I thought you was digging my sweatshirt. I was digging your sweat. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Sorry. Not today.
All right. All good. No, I ain't even on that today, though, if we being real. Because we do got plenty that we got to discuss, man. In terms of Steeler Nation right now, man, we got a lot going on. And it just keeps piling on, it seems like right now. We couldn't even get out the weekend like how we wanted to. Like, all right, man, if we're going to take this, at least let them teams lose. It's like, dang, y'all can't even do that? So, yeah.
Yeah, I wondered how many fans, because I was one of them. Like, after Saturday's game, I'm like, we blew it. Mm-hmm. It's our own fault. I don't give a crap what these other teams do. Yeah. Like, we still have to win out. I get it, but we need to stop team watching. I'm getting so sick of it. But then I found myself tuning into the Browns
I was
game.
definitely tuned.
And then I found myself tuning into the Texans game.
Yeah, just double heartbreak. It hurt your feelings on both.
I was like, because I was like, you know what? Yeah, I saw on, was it Sunday morning? If the Steelers went out, it'd be like 95% chance they make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, you know what? We're here. Yeah, we still got a chance, actually. We still got a chance. Yep. So I'm like, all right, Browns lose, Texans lose. You know, other teams need to lose. Hopefully they lose, like the Bills.
That's tough.
Because Denver did on Saturday night. I was like, okay.
Denver, man. Denver did what they're supposed to do. You know that.
Knowing the Steelers' luck, knowing how the Steelers operate with some of these late season scenarios, things are probably going to start going our way.
Start cooking,
even
man.
after we lose.
Come on, man. Yeah.
But then the luck turned in that Browns game. Same with the Titans-Texans game. That was back and forth. Titans could easily won that. Bears could easily won that Browns game. The Hail Mary, my God.
Bro, he dropped
Dude, it's in your chest.
He's sitting on the ground.
Why did he get all frantic and start
hands?
kicking up all around? Just stay calm.
Bro, he could have just literally fell back and the ball was still sitting right in his chest. I don't know what Mooney was doing, bro. Mooney dropped the money, though. That's what he did. He tricked it off.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
But then, even after not everything going our way from the outside, I checked this morning. If we went out, 80% chance of making the playoffs. 80% is not bad.
That's a high percentage, bro.
That's a better chance than what we were dealing with last year.
I would agree.
But I think this team, compared to where we were last year at this time, is in a lot worse spot.
I would agree.
Way worse spot. Defense is decimated.
Yeah.
Looking like trash.
We're
down to Mason on our third, quarterback that's about to start this upcoming game.
But not down to.
No identity on offense.
Listen. Not down to Mason. Some people are looking at this as an upgrade. Okay.
Over Mitch, sure.
Over Mason.
Over Mitch, sure. I wouldn't say Kenny.
So we about to get a Mason.
No.
That's what we're saying, man.
Over Mitch, I'm fine with saying an upgrade. It's still a
chance that your mans might make it, though. They said we're going to leave a light on for him.
Well, that's my question. Tomlin didn't really seem to confirm that if Kenny's good to go, he's the starter.
You heard it the same way I heard
it. He said
then.
Mason's the starter. We got all hands on deck prepping him.
But Kenny has
a chance to be available.
Yeah. And he was like, we're going to leave it light on for him. I'm like, all right, what are you saying? If he's available, who gets the start? That's what I was curious about. That's what I was trying, because he was like, yo, he gonna get some work yesterday. He got some work today. I'm like, okay, that's all well and good. But if both are healthy, who gets the start?
Did someone ask him that?
I don't think they did specifically.
Man, reporters missed their job
because
there.
at the time, I think he was just talking about Mason getting the nod over Mitch. And then at the end, he said, also, in terms of Kenny, he did practice. He does have a chance to be available on Saturday. And that's the whole spill like that. So, yeah, we gonna see, baby. We gonna see. But before we get too far into this thing, man, how was your weekend, bro? Did you have a good weekend outside of the game portion?
Yeah, I'm always having a good time with
That's
life,
what I like
man.
to hear, man. All right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Can't
Good.
complain.
Good. Well, I like to hear that, man. Sure. Well, shoot, all good then, man. I ain't got no complaints on my end, babe, but we do got plenty that we're going to discuss today. And, yeah, it was kind of weird because, like I said, it was kind of like a victory weekend, but at the same time, I kind of took an L this weekend, so it ain't feel right, you know? And then because my victory came against my other, you know what I'm saying? I was all jacked up this weekend, bro. You know what I was supposed to come in here wearing today. We had already talked about, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I was going to say, I was going to ask. I mean,
I'm all over.
With that comment you just threw out there on the Thursday podcast.
Yeah, bro.
You thought the Cowboys were going to win, right?
No, I didn't think they were going to win. I was just hedging my bet because I really wanted to wear my Cowboy shirt. And I needed a reason to break it out. So I just called it on the front end. Hey, if they win, I'm going to break it out. That's my reason.
Did you cop a new shirt for Mitch Ness or something?
I just wanted to rock it. You know what I'm saying?
Is it new or you just had it chilling there?
It's just been chilling. It's been chilling. But, you know, I was like, yo, I kind of missed it. And then because of, like I said, my folks back home are diehard Cowboys fans, of course, they was hitting me the whole time. So, yeah, man, it was one of them ones, man.
Oh, they're wondering where's your support at? Where's the gear?
Well, no. They already know what time we on. They was like, all right, we get it. That's your first NFL love. They drafted you. But we said, we know your first love was the Cowboys. Before you ever started anything, it was Cowboys. For longer than you was in the league, you was a Cowboys fan. So they like, yo, don't forget that part.
Because Dak's having a good year.
Yeah,
Cowboys
you know
are
how
having
I
a
go,
good year.
CD. And it was like, you know your boy Gilmore over there? And I'm like, all right, we do got the same pure blood. I'm with you.
Another missed opportunity for us.
This is also very true. Very true.
Could have been a good free agent signing.
This is very true. So they was really trying to pull on my strings that way. But I stayed loyal, man. Blue and red, baby. For America. It was America's team, so it's good for America. Fair? Fair. No harm, no foul. I had a Steelers shirt on underneath, though, if that's any consolation. All right? That's got to make you feel at least better. It was close to my skin. All right? So.
You wearing Bills gears, like, one of my least problems right now.
Thank you, man.
It's not.
Thank you.
We got a lot more problems.
Now, as you can see, we're allies, man.
No,
we are allies.
definitely not.
Definitely
not.
We're allies, man.
That's not true.
Just let us merge together, bro. We allies.
Hell no.
Come on, man. Don't do us like that.
I can't do that. But like, I got more things to think about, like Pickens, like what's going on with the quarterback spot, this Kazee suspension. I got so many other things on my mind.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Us experiencing another late season collapse as a team. You wearing a Bills little crew.
It's nothing crazy, bro.
It's low on my priority list right now.
Like I said, man, we're all in this thing together, okay? One band, one sound.
It doesn't help you're wearing the Bills crew, but it's low on the list.
I'm just trying to brighten up the mood a little bit because you like real, like you came in here like the Grim Reaper.
No, like I said, it doesn't help.
I just want to just pull a little color about you.
No, it doesn't help.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that we got to make it black and white because I know that some people have recommended that we separate things like that, but I ain't even on that. We ain't even on that right now, all right? We staying positive today. So I just think we make it blue and red, black and gold. We'll be all right. You see? Unification, man. Big unification day. So, and
sure.
I'm sure that's going to come up at some point. But with that being the case, let's go ahead and start the show like how we always do. Let us know where you're tuning in from, man, in the comment section, so that way we can give you those shout outs to start today's show. And don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you have not done so just yet.
Michael G, 407 Orlando.
Feeling
hurt after getting kicked by the Colts, but go Steelers for life.
Hey, big facts, man. You know we're going to bounce back. That's what we do.
I hope. I truly hope.
I truly hope
this is giving off Mason Duck season vibes right now.
Yeah. In a weird, like, it's weird, man. We're in a weird space right now, bro. Super weird space.
It's the NFL, so anything can happen.
This is also true, man.
That's where my hope is. because based off how we've been playing, based off these injuries, it's tough. It's tough out here in Pittsburgh.
Hey, they done push me up. I'm over here like, yo, this is tough. Tough. But we're going to push through it, man. That's what we do.
Tito, good vibes. 817 Fort Worth, Texas. Glad the Cowgirls lost.
Like I said, we're just doing America a favor because we know Cowboy fans are the absolute worst type of fans. They only talk big talk when they up, and then they are the worst when they lose. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we just had to make sure that we put them down because they were talking about Dak MVP. We know we got to say that spot for Kenny, right? Kenny can't win the MVP if Dak would have looked good this week.
Come on, dude.
If the Cowboys' offense would have looked good this week, how does that look for Kenny? So, we just made the top offense in the league, the top scoring offense in the league. They had to wait until it was 2 minutes left with the backups in for them to get their final little touchdown. So this should help your guy in terms of the MVP race. Man, I know you got bread on that, bro. I ain't tripping. Come on, man. I'm with you.
I actually don't have money on him for MVP.
Which one was it? I thought you did.
I have him on all of his over-under on the stats.
Oh, got you.
Touchdowns and passing yards. None of those will hit. I might not even hit the over-under on the win total at 8.5. Sitting
we that. We holding out for that. We got 3 games, regular season, 7 wins right now. We need 2 of them to get that over.
4 weeks ago, I mean.
It was a lock.
My God.
Bro, it was a lock. I would have cut my eyebrow off with you, Deke. We would have been batting eyebrows 4 weeks ago, bro. Think about where we was at, man.
I think last game I hit the Pickens over on his receiving yards for the season. He was like 800.
Yeah.
That total was at 775. So there's that.
Salute that.
What else have I hit?
What does Move got? Did you have anything on Move this year?
No.
Nothing in the backfield.
No.
Did you mess with any DJ? Probably not.
I did. The receptions. Remember I asked him when he was on, and he's nowhere close to that because he got hurt, and we're not passing the ball enough.
You're
tough.
Right, because what's his total set at though?
77.
Oh yeah.
He's probably like 30 or 40 right now. Not even that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Maybe not even that. We got 3 games left.
Dang, go on. Okay. Yeah, we in a, like I said, it's a unique situation. Hold on, I'm gonna get some optimism. Let me get you some optimism. He has 41 catches, so there's a chance, bro.
So he needs
it's a chance. 10 a game.
It's over 70, so he probably needs like 12 or 13 a game.
We're gonna see what Mason got potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I have the same feelings about him starting as I did when Mitch first got the call when Kenny went down.
Yeah, man.
I hope he goes off for 505 touchdowns.
Come on, baby. You know what we got to do.
Please do.
We got to win. I don't care how we get it done. Just figure it out. I don't care which quarterback out there, man. Just make it work. Please. Pretty please.
Okay, Kenneth Moses, 757 salute from Virginia Beach. Clean house on offense or sit your skill position players. Play the backups. Can't get much worse.
All right. I hear your energy, baby. I definitely hear your energy. You're not off. I get it. I definitely do. Promise.
We got people in here saying, should have kept Canada. No, let's not. No, let's not go there.
I definitely saw that when it was like, y'all said it couldn't get worse.
Firing Canada. But Kenny got hurt. It has technically
it's gotten worse. It has gotten worse.
Kenny got hurt. That plays into it.
It still has gotten worse. Kenny had missed time before, but it has gotten worse. Just a part, man. It's just another variable in the equation. He ain't the only part. No different than how Mitch ain't the only reason why the offense looked tired.
Firing Canada was still a good call. Yeah. I will still live with firing Canada all day, every day. Dominic Ballish, 352, Mount Dora, Florida.
Hey, shout out to Florida.
Willie, that Steeler guy, 420, 447, Lebanon, Missouri. We need some new coordinators, for sure.
Okay. Let me tap in. I got a couple over here. Got the homie. Dang, I just lost him, but he's about to come right back to me. Noam, tuning in from Ottawa, Canada. Shout out to Ottawa, Canada. Or is it Noam, Ottawa, Canada? I'm not sure, but either way, salute you, baby. Salute you. Then we got the homie Anthony Tolomeo. There we go. Also in Bridgeville. One time for the culture. Like it. Then from there, man, shout out to the homie. You already said Kenneth Moses. Shout out to Kenneth. Where you at? Robert Martin, 757, Williamsburg, Virginia. Mook 984 in the 479 Fayetteville, Arkansas. And then we got the homie 828 Style tapping in from 828 Hickory, North Carolina. In the house, feeling like laying my head on the railroad track again. 50 years of watching Steelers football, I've never felt this feeling about my team before. Even the 80s teams didn't feel like this.
That's what a lot of people were saying.
Yeah.
That even those teams, even though they were trash, they had fight. They were more entertaining than some of the stuff that we're witnessing in the second half of these games.
For sure.
I wasn't there, but it's
I
just
wasn't there, baby.
what people were saying.
For sure. Shout out to the homie Lee G. Tapping in from the 330 Canton, Ohio. And then I will end it with the homie Bink the Batuzi. Tapping in from the 412 Oakland. Let's grab an OC who runs a West Coast style. Is what he recommends. All right. So let's go ahead and start with the Kazee. Since we know that's the elephant in the room, we get that, and then from there we'll react on the super. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Terrible.
Yeah, man. So for those of you that don't know, I think it was Ian Rappaport that reported it probably about an hour, maybe 2 hours ago, that the NFL decided to suspend Steelers safety DeMonte Kazee for the remainder of the season following his ejection Saturday versus the Colts. One of the things that they cited was him being a repeat offender. Now, to just give you some context on that, he hasn't been flagged a ton. I don't even think
I don't even recall one big hit. I thought his biggest hit from the season was in that game in the first series.
So this is the thing, though. The NFL goes back and watches every single play. So even if he was not flagged on a play, if they have fined him at any point in time this season, which more than likely they definitely could have.
Yeah, I saw it's like 4 or 5. Steelers Depot brought it up.
Yeah, that's the reason why they consider him a repeat offender. You do not have to get flagged for them to fine you still. They go back and watch every single snap, and if they look and say, yo, this is a finable offense, they will still fine you. It does not make a headline unless it was like Jalen Warren when people kept bringing that up, right? Because of the amount of it. But yeah, Deke just confirmed it that it was multiple times that he has been fined. So that's a part of it. No different than Denver Broncos Kareem Jackson. Remember, Kareem Jackson got suspended multiple times this season. Very similar situation. You look at him play. If this is 10 years ago, we're like, bro, you're Ryan Clark. You're killing folk out there and we love it. But in today's NFL, with the way that they're trying to push it from an optics standpoint, they suspended him multiple times, fined him multiple times, and now clearly we're seeing they had fined Kazee multiple times and now ultimately decided to suspend him for the remainder of the season. Now, the beauty is this. By them saying remainder of the season, we know typically, man, you're going to get you an appeal because he has not been suspended prior to this happening before. So if they said if it's 3 games left, worst case is a 2-game suspension, best case is a 1-game suspension. That's kind of how I thought of it in this scenario, but I understand why they were going to suspend him, just in the simple sense of this is the way that they trying to push the NFL. Like we talked about before, they need the soccer moms. They need the moms that are skittish and look at how violent it is at times to feel like the game is changing, that it's getting more comfortable. So that way they'll keep putting their kids out there and playing football and keep this thing rolling. If it keep looking like how Kazee hit the dude, man, come on, bro. We know it's a good play. This is what we grew up on. Come on now. But in terms of how it looked, let's not have like all of us ain't jump up like, God dang. We all had that exact same reaction. Us as football purists, we love that reaction. That mom, they got that little 7 or 8-year-old. Nah, they ain't going for that, bro. So that's the big reason why they keep trying to get that type of stuff out, even if it's not deemed illegal, right? Because I think on the slow-mo it showed like he hit him in the technical like right target area on the slow-mo. But when you play it and you see how violent it is, it's like
went low.
The throw is terrible. You're setting your receiver up. It's like Kazee has one option. You either gonna run through this guy or you gonna allow him to catch this ball. So it's like he's stuck and put in a compromised position. The quarterback isn't held accountable for it because the quarterback is suspended. The quarterback isn't fined. The quarterback didn't get hit. And that's kind of the situation that we're in right now. But we know 2 things. We need player safety, and the other part is it's an offensive league. So this is kind of where we're at. For us as defenders, we get the bad end of it. And for us as the team right now, we definitely are feeling it because I would agree we all felt when Kazee went out and then the next play Minka goes out. And now we're looking at our secondary like, bro, what is this? This is the cause and effect of that, though.
I just think it was absolutely
Yeah.
terrible all around.
Yeah, man.
I get the 15-yard penalty just because of the optics. Fine, whatever. But to eject him off that for doing the right thing, not even an illegal hit, really. The dude went low and went with his shoulder.
Deke, you are speaking.
There was no helmet to helmet there.
You're speaking as a football guy.
I don't know what else you want him to do. That it's naturally a physical game.
Think about it. It's not what else you want him to do. The conversation isn't about what you want to do. We knew these rules were set up 5 years ago, and we complained about it then. But the thing is, fans and the casual viewers want scoring. They want big pass plays. They want excitement. So to make that available to them, they've changed the way that we could play defense. And this is the next step to that. It's like, okay,
well you're seeing fans getting upset with these new rules, though. So obviously the fans don't want it like it is right now. They've gone too far
in the moment. But has anybody stopped watching?
We're gonna keep watching, but
so for them, what's the incentive to change it then?
Once it becomes flag football and it keeps heading in this direction, like the product just becomes more and more unwatchable with some of these flag calls of clean tackles you're throwing flags for. It's insane.
You think it's gonna get better? Wait till they take out the hip drop tackle. You see, they got the hard on for that. So once again, this is a offense based league, bro. Nobody. How many times you see a guy get hurt just because he's still fighting for extra yardage? A guy can't bring him down, so let me sit my booty down, bring the gravity down with him. That'll get him down. But now they want to remove that because too many of their stars have been hurt from it. So once again, we hollered about one thing that's defensive, and we about to have a whole nother part that's about to take place this offseason, man. But this is what the people have shown that they want to see more of. The consumer.
I don't know if I agree with that fully. I think the NFL wants to cover their ass. Okay. I think that's a big part of it because obviously the fans are getting upset with some of these soft calls.
You say they're getting upset, but what is upset? Them getting on social media and voicing some opinions is not upset. That's a vacuum, man.
No, that is being upset. It's like this is becoming unwatchable. Upset is
them not engaging. Upset is them not tuning in, affecting bottom line. Kaepernick would have been straight if it didn't affect bottom line, bro. It's the bottom line part of it. If it affects their dollar, that'll get them to change. But right now, all we do is complain. We complain about the refs, right? We complain about them a lot. Nobody stops tuning in. So when are they going to have the incentive to make them full-time? When are they going to have the incentive to change their trading? How they get ready for game stuff, right? Think about it. That's been something we've been hollering about for decades. They still haven't changed that because it's not going to affect their bottom line right now. Because we'll complain about it, we'll talk about it, but ain't nobody going to stop tuning in. And the same with these calls right now. They suck. I hate every part of it because, like you said, bro, this ain't what we grew up watching. This is soft. But we do this every single time they got a game on, man. They put it on a screaming joint. Bro, all right, we're going to go with YouTube TV now. All right, they put it on this channel. All right, we all watching Amazon Prime for Thursday Night Football now. So we still chasing their product. But that's why for them, they don't have to change anything. It sucks because this is where it hurts us right now in the moment. But
I don't think it's something to ignore, though.
I would agree. I would definitely agree, bro.
Because there's been a lot of negative attention on the refs.
I would definitely agree, bro.
New soft rules that the NFL has in place. A lot of negative attention.
I would agree, bro. I would agree. But how many of them are geared to protect offensive players? The majority of the stuff is geared to protect them because they need the points. Scoring is what gets the fans to come in.
Is it? Is that confirmed?
I don't think it's all the way confirmed, but for the casual people, yes. Because it's easy to just react to, oh, they scored a lot of points. That was a touchdown pass. Everybody goes crazy. It doesn't take any understanding. Whereas it's hard to explain how a 3-zip game could still be a dope game when you're looking at a team score 40-38. And we're like, well, no, that game was more exciting. Well, what makes this game good? The 3-zip game, for people that like defense and watch and understand the strategy, might be like, oh, no, I love this. But for the casual person that don't have a clue what they watching, they like, bro, why ain't nobody score? What's supposed to happen here? At least that's how it's been.
Yeah, I don't always like it one way or another. Yeah. I know the game has gone more.
I mean, shoot, think
offensively, and I know fantasy football has become very popular.
But offense wins games, defense wins championships, or it's like offense sells tickets, defense wins you. You know what I mean? Like that's what we always talk about because everybody wants to see that part, the exciting part, is scoring a touchdown. No, man, it goes crazy. Absolutely.
I agree with Tom Brady on this 100%. Like,
Yeah,
it's
he's
not
right, though.
the official's job to protect the offensive players. It shouldn't be. It should
I'm
be
with you, bro.
the quarterback being out there, making good decisions, protecting his receiver. Like, it's all part of the chess game that is football. It's all part of the strategy.
I'm with
You
you.
make
man.
a bad pass to your receiver,
This
it's
is
the
the
defensive play.
consequences.
It's the defensive
Yes.
player's job to hit the offensive players.
If you throw that ball across the middle of the field, we were supposed to make you pay.
So that's
you
what I mean.
should fear coming across the middle of the field, bro.
So this is what I'm saying with like the negative energy, because I don't think it is just like the Twitter people. It is people like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Like if Tom Brady and others, who Peyton Manning, people that are out in
Offensive
front
players, offensive guys, who are the
Well,
biggest
yeah.
hypocrites, because if you think about sacking a quarterback, why have those rules shifted so drastically? Because of them dudes, right?
they weren't calling for it though.
All I'm
They're
saying,
not like Tom Brady has never called
I'm
for the
with
league to
you.
get softer.
all I'm saying is
He did get a lot
we
of
can't act
calls in
like
his favor.
those rules
Let's
don't
not forget that.
But now because he's retired, we're gonna act as if now he's the great spokesperson. It's like, bro, part of this is due to people like you.
He did never complain though to try to make the league softer.
He might not have complained postseason, but every time in game, what is he doing, Mr. Ruff?
That's just trying to win a game.
Okay, well, that's how you perspect it then. Nothing wrong with that. But we can't say because your perspective is that and this perspective is this, that those two things both can't be the same. You might say he's trying to win the game. I'm over here saying, bro, he's putting the pressure on that referee. The referee is doing this every single time. So for the ref, he throw that flag, NFL keep going well. Brady look great. What's the incentive once again? It's an
I don't know.
offensive league, bro.
There's a lot going on there with that. But yeah, I just feel like if you got dudes that are ambassadors of the game, like Brady, like Peyton Manning,
Yeah.
I don't know what everyone's opinion is on this, but I mean, you got a ton of dudes on ESPN,
Yeah,
like
I'm with you, man.
Randy Moss, Charles Woodson.
Yeah.
If they are out in front of this, like even like on networks that are associated with the NFL, complaining about these rules and how soft the league has gotten, combined with the fans complaining about it, like something's gonna have to give at some point, because you just can't continue to have that type of coverage.
I agree with what you're saying. I just don't think it's as national as you might feel. I think because it's more so affecting us right now, it feels a lot worse. But outside of us right here, this story gonna
These
live.
refs have been terrible all year. I mean,
but what year have they not been terrible? In the past 5 years, when are we looking and saying the referees have done a good job?
no, this has been worse than ever. I think.
We say that every single year.
Like normal tackles are getting
we say it
flagged.
we say it every single year.
I'm just saying
We
it feels like
literally
in a
say it every
way
single
higher
year, though.
rate.
But we literally say the same thing about officiating every
I agree. I mean,
single year.
That's always going to be part of it with the human element with the
No,
refs. But
no, the
I'm
reason
just
why
saying
it's
this is
a
a
part
way
of-
higher rate. This is crazy.
But think about it. The reason why you still have such a high part of human error is because they are part-time employees. Deke, this is a billion-dollar industry. And the people that have some of the greatest impact on the game aren't even full-time doing this. Am I the only one that sees how that doesn't make a lot of sense? Maybe it's just me. But that's my part of, okay, if we ain't even going to incentivize them to make them full-time, you really think complaining on TV and social media going to make them change? They care about the bottom line, bro. That's how they live, man. I don't think it's right, but that's the reality of it. Based off of what they've shown us. And us as consumers, we still keep tuning in.
Putting out a consistently good product is good for the bottom line long term. Long term. So yeah, I mean, I guess if they want to play with this for the next 5 years, 10 years of okay, people keep complaining, we're not going to listen. At some point,
Something has to give.
things might start going down. The
Something has
viewership
to
might
give.
start going down.
Right. I'm like, the only time I've seen them really make changes was behind that Kaepernick kneeling stuff. It was like, yo, they started to make some switches in a hurry with that. And other than that, I don't remember a ton of big stuff. Even when Debo had his murderer's row year, when he was killing folk, he got fined a ton. But I'm like, I don't remember anything changing in terms of how we might have perceived the rules surrounding him, or even just some of the officiating surrounding those games even back then. officiating's been bad, man. I think of the what was it? What Nikhil Roby, right? Him and the Saints Rams, that whole fiasco. Stuff like that still been happening, man. But anywho, man. Anywho.
Yeah, so to top it off, the NFL made, in my opinion, a bad decision, even worse. A bad decision
compounded.
to eject Kazee to now suspend him for the whole season. It's
Yes.
like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. I do agree with you on that, man. I'm like, bro, I get what you're trying to do, NFL, but you're just making it worse and worse and worse. And like I said, man, when they come back this offseason, the way that they keep talking about trying to ban this tackle thing, I'm like, you're only going to make it even more worse for defenders going forward, man.
People like watching the game for its physicality.
Mm-hmm.
It's tackle football. Like, that's what fans like. So if you continue to take that out of it, and I get it, the concussion stuff from like a decade ago, that needed to be addressed.
I would
and
agree.
I think
Yes.
they did address it to the best they could, but now you're going way too far.
No.
The players know what they're signing up for. There are inherent risks to this game.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm not saying that's the reason people like watching it, like, due to those
No,
risks.
you
But
watch
it's
it
a
for the
physical,
competitiveness
a
of it.
competitiveness. It's a
no
sport.
different than
It's a
a
physical game. So
Right.
those risks do come with it.
Yes.
Naturally.
I think of it almost similar to when you talk racing, right? NASCAR, Formula One.
Sure.
A guy might die. It's like they know what they are doing, what they're signing up for. But do we stop every single season of racing if it's a crash or if it's something chaotic? It's like, no. You kind of know this is what comes with it. Kind of know, hey, man, you might get jacked up out here playing football. You kind of know, man, if you're running full speed at another man running full speed at you and y'all collide, I mean, come on, man. This is what comes with that.
Yeah, your players are
Right.
getting paid X amount of
Yeah.
dollars.
So it's like
They got the fame, they got the glory that goes with it.
And that was my whole thing, even with this, right? It's like we all say we have a number that we're willing to risk our body, or I took it a step further and just simply said risk my life for, because yes, the Ryan Shazier thing did happen. But all of us know when you sign up that that's a reality. You don't put it at the forefront of your head, but you know in the back it's a reality. So you got to ask yourself, what are you willing to risk each and every time you go out there? And you get a number in your head. When I got to the professional, I had a number in my head. I said, bro, I will do it for X amount. And that's what you got to decide on. But you know what you're signing up for. You can't act like, man,
We
dude's
literally
getting hurt. It's
have
like, you know this comes with the
MMA on
game.
TV.
Think about, bro.
Two dudes beating the shit out of each other.
Listen. Josh Emmett knocked out Bryce Mitchell so bad on Saturday night, bro. My man had a seizure, started shaking in the ring. You think they ain't had that next fight going, though? Dude, they just wipe that little matter out. All right, come on, man. This come with the territory. We get it. This is a part of it. I don't understand how it's a context where it's a violent game. You're going to get hurt. It's going to get big hits. I think we are doing a great job of making it as safe as possible. But at the end of the day, it's a dangerous game. This is what comes with it, man. And that's why we teach it the way that we do, and why us as alumni go back and work in these communities and teach them, heads up football, the little technique stuff. Because, if you do it wrong, you can get hurt. But at the same time, you do it right, man. It's one of the best sports ever to change your life in a positive way. Not even talking from a finance standpoint, just in general, man. So it's like, man, it's a beautiful game. But this is what we kind of dealing with right now, man.
Yeah, and it's just crazy for
Yeah.
Kazee to do everything right.
Think about it, bro.
He actually did
Yeah.
everything right. Didn't go high on the dude. Went low.
Led
Went
with
with the shoulder.
Yeah. Everything that you're coached to do.
But he got a 15-yard flag,
Yeah.
ejected from the game, and now suspended for the year.
Solely off of the optics. Because of how violent the hit was and how Pittman went dead.
Well, and I also guess, based off the NFL's response to all this, they said because Kazee was a repeat guy with this.
That too, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't even remember any of his big hits throughout the year. Mm-hmm. But you're right. I know they double-check it and are looking to find people.
Think about this, man.
But I don't remember any huge hits.
but no.
His biggest hit was the one earlier in the Colts game.
But think about it in this context. They've been finding people for hitting running backs in the hole. You catch my drift? It was a cat. What was the game last? Baltimore. Baltimore and who was Baltimore playing last night? Jeez, they were blowing them out too. But literally, the running back for Baltimore, he's running a little dive play in the B gap. The safety came down and fired on him in the hole. It was a shot too. Sounded like a gunshot. Fire. Beautiful hit. 15-yard penalty, unnecessary roughness. We're saying, bro, that's a ball carrier. That's a running back. That's what we're flagging now. That is what this thing is. So even though we might not have seen Kazee hit a receiver, I'm like, if y'all throwing flags for that, yeah, Kazee ain't no small hitter. Kazee hit folk, bro. So I'm like, if that's what y'all, I'm like, sure, then man, he might have 30 of them things. If that's the case, I would hate to see what E-Rob got. I'm like, Lord, if we doing that type of stuff, but that's what they showing in the league right now, man. I don't agree with it. I don't, bro. I don't agree with it, man.
Yeah, I just think bad decision.
Yeah.
Another bad decision by the NFL here.
They said bad. It made it worse.
And you're right. I mean, I'm going to watch next week. Going to watch the week after that. But if it continues to get worse and worse and worse and worse as the years pile on, next 5 years, 10 years,
yeah,
who knows?
I hate
like, who knows? Because
it's
yes,
very different from
we
what
are
grew up
addicted
watching,
to
bro.
the game. It is like a drug to us, but once you change the game to the point where you don't recognize it anymore, and the aspects that you like, then maybe people will start tuning out.
But see, this is
legitimately in like a big way.
So, and I want to pull back the curtain a little bit too, man. Right now, as consumers, right, we look at it and I hear your energy. And me personally, I have very strong energy with you like that. But then I think of the other side because I do got a wife who is married to me. We got a little kid that want to play football. But the big sticking point, them heads like that, bro. That's the issue. You talk to a lot of these moms that's out here, bro. They don't care about all of that stuff. They care about that right there. I'm sitting here, wifey here, little man there. That right there. Little man ain't worried about that hit, giving it or receiving it. I ain't worried about it giving it or receiving it. But when the mama is like, bruh, my baby ain't, nah, bro, we ain't got time for that. You crazy. That's an issue, bro. You feel me? And it's a lot of moms just watching them games, bro. It's a lot of moms just dealing with that stuff, man.
Sure.
And that's the part where it's just like, it sucks. Because, yeah, as a football player, you're like, bro, that's football. That's how you're supposed to hit anybody that come across that thing. As a receiver, bro, you know what you signing up for. You made the play, right? You betting that drop. And I don't care if you get knocked out. You better catch it. But at the same time, when they like, bro, I ain't trying my babies out there doing that type of stuff. It's a lot of moms that say that, bro. A lot of them, man. A lot of them, you walk out and say, hey, Moats, is this safe to play football? You're like, God dang. But that's their energy right now. So we kind of conflicted. It's like, yeah, we want this, but at what cost also? Because I know that's been one of their big initiatives, man, for the past couple of years, at least while I was still active. And that's been what they've been preaching. But it is killing the game to an extent as well, though, man.
Yeah.
Because how do you make that play? How do you stop that play if you're Kazee? Seriously, how can you stop it?
You let them catch it.
Right. That's worse than what we were talking about.
And then
Even Siri tried to get a
I
stop.
will
Jeez.
be in here ripping on Kazee.
Yeah. Think about it.
For
Kazee,
giving up that play.
Uh-huh. We'd be like, bro, why you backing out from contact? You scared? You gonna want me to go play? Yeah. But I'm like, between that play, between when they got them receivers dragging across the middle, and you're like, are you really gonna throw this while this defender is clearly looking dead at him? And them quarterbacks do it all the time. And he's just like, bro, what are y'all doing? But yeah, as a defender, you kind of screwed right now, man. I hate it, bro. Definitely hate it, man.
Yeah, just get less soft as a league, please. Like, stop flagging normal tackles.
Yeah.
When defenders sack the quarterback, please don't call roughing the passer. Like, let's stop that. Especially
real,
when
bro.
guys let up on taking the quarterback to the ground. Like,
real,
who was
bro.
it? One of our guys did it.
Yes.
Neil.
Yes.
And the dude on the Jaguars takes Kenny out like the next series,
And
they don't
no
call.
issue. Yep.
Yeah, it's just terrible. It's bad.
Like I said, we in a bad spot right now, bro. We in a bad spot.
Well, yeah, I'm tuning in on Thursday, and yeah, I'll be down at the game Saturday, and that's where we're at right now. But let's not have it be a trend, man. Like, it's just
I'm with you, bro.
There's all the warning signs out there.
I'm with you, bro.
Fans, as I mentioned, ambassadors of the game, both offense and defense.
Yeah. And I think it's a way to make it safe without going overboard. It's certain parts that are naturally still going to be dangerous with football. And I think that's the part that, as a whole, we all got to understand that part. It's like, bro, we can make certain things safe, and I think the NFL has done a dope job with that. But it's certain parts where it's like, yo, you're doing too much. And now we've already complained as defenders about how you put us in compromising positions trying to avoid killing these dudes based off of terrible throws from these QBs.
Get yourself hurt.
Yeah, and you like in these weird spots because you don't want to get hit for 50 bands. It's like, bro, Deke, you imagine if I hit you wrong and I'm getting $50,000 taken from me, bro? Then you like, bro, what?
Oh, and then the offensive players are gonna hold no remorse and dropping their shoulder and giving you the most energy they can.
They trying to run you over, jump up on you, dunk, and you like, come on, bro. Yeah. But this is where we at right now, man. Like I said, I don't like it in the least bit, man. Not at all. But the NFL has no incentive to change it. And that's the other part of it.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. At least today, yeah.
Today, yeah, I don't think you're losing any viewership off suspending Kazee. Nah. Like for next week. Right. You're not. But a lot of this stuff is snowpiling right now.
You know, it's kind of weird.
Soft calls.
The same way we talked about how certain quarterbacks have to be the ones that have the bad play happen to them for the rules to get changed. I wonder, is it to the same extent does a defender? Because you remember when they changed the PI rule. Well, no, never mind. Nope, because that was changed for offensive people, not for defenses. I'm like, what could make them do anything where it would actually change back for a defender? Critical Super Bowl game or something like that, right?
Big game.
Yeah, it would have to be on that stage because no one cares about defense to that extent in regular season. But on a stage like that where everybody's looking, if a call were to happen like that, I think that could shift it.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you're right. Does Kazee move the needle from a national perspective to make you be like, you know what, man, it's definitely time to change the move now? Because when Kareem Jackson got suspended,
Micah Parsons sacking a quarterback in a big playoff game where it's, just a normal sack, but they call roughing the passer. And it leads to the other team winning. Yeah,
that'd do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a big enough name person, and Micah Parsons might be it.
Gilmore hitting a defender on a receiver on a cross route, but Gilmore ain't gonna hit nobody like that. That's what I'm like. Who's a big hitter in the back end of a
Minka?
Yeah,
but I don't even think his name is big enough league wide
to do it like that. Yeah,
I really don't. Like,
which is crazy.
He's not Ed Reed. He's not Polamalu from a name standpoint.
That's because he's dominating, but we're not winning big like they were doing during that time to have them talked about to that same extent. If we were winning going postseason, Minka would be talked about to that same extent. But it's quiet when you're not having those type of situations, man.
Yeah, there's really not too many, I think, big name players on defense that would change rules like that. I could think of probably 10 quarterbacks.
Right. In the day of, like, the big hitting safeties, it's like
probably some receivers, Justin Jefferson. But, like...
But that's no change for offense, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, who would change for defense? Defense.
But I think that's my point. I don't know if the defensive players get that much recognition and love league-wide.
Offensive league, bro.
Like the offensive guys do.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we're at.
For better or worse, man. All right. Shout out to Kazee, though. Hopefully, like I said, man, his appeal process will go smooth for him. But, yeah, from the NFLPA standpoint, they're going to have to appeal that, man, just off the strength of you can't be like suspending cats multiple games on hits that, if we're going letter of the law, was clean. Letter of the law, clean. I get optics, I get the reaction, but letter of the law, clean. So letter of the law, you can't do them 3 games if letter of the law, he still was right. PA gonna fight that, though, without a doubt.
And I'm even seeing some people in the chat say those early fines, those 4 or 5 times they fined Kazee for some bad hits, rescinded them. Yeah.
So anytime you get a fine or suspension, whatever the initial number is typically larger because the NFL, I don't want to say 9 times out of 10, but you got like an 80% chance that they will rescind. As long as you're not, like I said, repeat, you typically are fine. Kazee, like I said, this is his first time being suspended for that. Now, we know he was suspended before, but not for on-field hitting people. You know what I mean? So, in that vein, this is more than likely, like I said, 2 games, worst case, 1 game is what I think more than likely will happen. I think he's not playing Saturday regardless because I think that's their version of optics to not just show you in-game that we mean business, but we even meant it this week. I think that that's going to be because that's how they handled Kareem Jackson earlier this season before he got his big suspension again. So I think they'll do something similar to him, but he wasn't out here hitting people the way that I was watching Kareem Jackson hit folk, bro. I don't even think people was even talking about Kareem Jackson like that. But that's my whole thing of why right here your passion is because it's Pittsburgh. It's affecting us right now. That Kareem Jackson thing was happening week 3, week 4. He got suspended for 3 games, came back, played 2 games, got suspended for the rest of the season, bro. Bills game, he hit my man. Yeah. So it's like nobody talked about that at all. And that's why I'm like, I get your feelings, but league-wide, people don't care enough about it just yet, man.
Sure, but I do think league-wide, a lot of people, a lot of fans agree that these refs are worse than ever this year in 2023.
I just think every year the refs
and it's not
bro.
it's not just the refs' fault. It's these new rules that the NFL are
it's a lot
giving
more
to the refs and
stuff.
saying, you guys got to target this. You guys really got to highlight this
and make
this
judgment
year.
calls. Yeah.
And there's way too many soft calls. Way too many.
Yep.
Way too many bad calls.
I would agree with you, man. I would agree with you, baby.
Adrian Bustamante, people in the chat are so weak they can't handle one bad season, and we're still looking at a chance for the playoffs. Raider Nation harder than a lot of y'all. Where y'all pride at in the black and yellow?
Hey, call them out, Adrian. Call them out. But man, you know how it is. Fans are fans, man. They're very passionate. Some are more, willing to endure the adversity than others. Others are willing to just cut bait and go to, something different. Ain't nothing wrong with whichever party you might find yourself with. That's what makes fans beautiful because of the different variations of them. You feel me? Everybody can't be like Deke, super duper die hard. Think about it, everybody was like you, Deke. Everybody was that passionate. And then everybody can't be like me either, where, I'll pull my alumni card out like I did today. See, y'all was calling me a fake fan. I'm an alumni. All right? Alumni. So, you know what I mean? It's just different. But then you got like the fair weather ones too. But they all kind of work together to form unity, unification, man.
I kind of get what he's saying. The other side of it is too. I think some people in the chat are just calling it what it is right now. Calling what it is. We're a bad team right now. We're pretty trash right now. Like right now.
Yeah, right today. Yeah. It's a week-to-week league, though.
We just lost 3 games in a row, 2 of them being to 2-win teams. And if you even want to go back like 5 weeks, we lost to the Browns with a third-string quarterback. Lost, what's that, 4 out of the last 5 games.
And 2 scores. Like, multiple scores you losing by. It's like,
Yeah, 3 of them, I think, clearly winnable. I would have and did call a lock going into them that we were going to win.
Yeah. I mean, shoot.
Yeah, I
was with you.
We're a bad team. I think injuries have played a part, but then there's still stuff that pops up on the tape, and you're just like, this is not even injury related.
1,000%. And it's stuff that has zero to do with coaching. It's stuff that has zero to do with the players. You know what I mean? Like, I watch it, and it's like we all see some of the same stuff that's going on out there. But then there's other stuff where you're just like, yeah, we are in a weird place right now, man. A really weird place right now, man.
Johnny Utah, Kazee's ejection was sus. Tomlin isn't going anywhere. If I'm Tomlin, the hammer is dropping. Any effort but 110% is bench worthy. GP getting traded there, bringing little Noriega's little dick energy.
All right. So I guess that's the lead off there right there, man. Shout out to that energy. All right. Coach T is for a fact pissed. Then that is not going to be a place where anybody is going to be having a lot of enjoyment until they start getting the wins back, man. Like, that's the reality of it. You heard Coach T's tone post game. You saw his tone when he was talking earlier today. That man is not playing. You see how he spoke on switching from Mitch to Mason. He does not care right now. He is on one. And it takes a lot for him to get like that because he believes in his players with the utmost, you know what I mean? Like, almost obsessive. So when he feel like he got to start making changes like this, he's almost embarrassed to talk to the media about a change because he's like, bro, I really was wrong about my player here. The guy that I thought was good, I was wrong about him, or the dude that I thought could do this. He don't like that at all. Absolutely not. And rightfully so. I mean, when you the man, when you're the head of the team, they go as you go. So these are all your players. So regardless of what we might feel about certain guys week to week, it's like, bro, he feels personally that all them dudes are his. You know what I mean? So, he definitely big pissed, man. So it's going to be like that Shoot, probably late until next season, if we're being real about it. And yeah, the effort part, I do agree. I think we will start to see some of that as well. We obviously know that he's been a little bit more aggressive in terms of ball security. A guy put a ball on the ground, he's sitting them. We seen that. We saw that take place for a little bit even with Najee. So yeah, I could definitely see him even going further down that approach, man, because clearly this is what this team needs. There is no more talking about they can be professional or grown up enough. It's like, clearly this is a team that's going to need a lot more hands on them. And yeah, he's going to give it to them.
Nanzito.
Oh, shoot. I need to ask you, how'd you feel about the GP getting traded?
Yeah, I could go either way with it at this point.
Whoa, you're there?
Honestly, yeah.
Oh, Deke, we're there?
Yeah, pretty much.
Deke, we're there?
Block your guy, man.
I mean, you know, I feel like block your guy. You know I'm with you on block. I just didn't know you was there. I didn't know that.
Dude, like after Minka says his thing, all hands on deck, this is a playoff game. Like if you can't get the picture, I don't know what will. I really don't. I really don't. Like it gets to a point where it's not about the talent anymore. It's more about the culture.
For sure.
And the guys' energy and what they're bringing to the locker room.
I get it. You know, it is crazy, man, when I be thinking about about GP, but I'm like, he just keep doing things where it's like, yo, you make it so hard to defend you at times, man. Because it's like, man, you're watching the game, and at one point, yo, he's playing well. You like, man, you making some catches here. I'm liking how we have some type of intent to feature you across the middle, and we taking shots to you.
Yeah, we got him the ball
You feel
early.
me? I'm like, yo, we getting you involved. The little catch he had, but the play before the Jalen Warren spot, I'm like, yo, the change of speed up the side. I'm like, yo, that was lovely. Deke, this is what I started to do. I was like, yo, maybe he was tired. And I can't even give him that. You gave me the little happy trot in the end zone after the catch. So I know you won't tired. My God. But when you have young players, this is that inconsistency stuff, bro. Sometimes it's not always in the form of a drop pass. Sometimes it's in the form of just mentally being locked in each and every play. He even gave me the first portion of what he typically does. Stutter, and I'm going to give you the quick shove, right? We seen the little highlights of him blocking like that. But it was like, okay, that didn't work on this play. That's the maturity part of, okay, now you got to actually work even harder because of your initial move not working. Now it's space. Now you really got to go get him and do what you do. My man just like, stop, though. That looks bad. And then
or how about the pick at the end?
I was about to say, and that will look
I
even
guess
worse,
terrible,
bro.
dude. Like
Yeah.
you're literally right next to him, but then
you're the intended receiver.
You run the beeline and act like you're gonna go try to make a tackle if he gets by the offensive line, like down the field. Dude, just tackle him right there. You're literally right there. Make the tackle.
Listen, as a defender, you know what they say when it's an interception, the two guys you're supposed to block, the quarterback or the intended receiver, because typically they're the most pissed off guys trying to make the play. I'm looking at Pickens, I'm just like, bro, which, come on, baby. You tripping. But this is what he be doing. So
who's that receiver from the Bills Super Bowl? Ran down the Cowboys guy when they were down like 50?
Oh, man. Yeah. I know you're talking about the little cat. Yeah.
Is he doing any speaking engagements? Can we hire him? Bring him in? Talk to this team about effort?
Shoot,
My God.
DK Metcalf, another one.
Yeah.
We saw, dude,
trade Pickens for him.
Dude, think about just a week ago. We seen Zeke stopped us from scoring on the pick six. Think about it, bro. Think about what that did in the game, bro. Too. Think about what that did in the game. If Michael run that back, bro, it's a night and day outcome, man. So, yeah, it is very frustrating because he is stupid talented, though. And I'm watching and I'm just like, yo, I'm going back and watching again. I'm like, yo, the talent is through the roof. But at the same time, this is the dilemma. This is the debate when we're talking NFL players and we're talking about production versus potential. You have the potential to be the best receiver in the league. You have the potential to be all of these things. But are you producing to that level? And are you producing there not just when you catch the football, but in all them other little things? And that's the big disconnect when we're watching him at times. It's like, I love him when he get the ball. But it's like when you don't, We see the body language. We see the overly demonstrative, just, he'll shut. And it's just like, I get you're passionate. I do. But as a professional to a professional, that type of stuff is hurting more than it's helping. At the same time, he's young. So here we go in this. And it's like, okay, what do you do? Do you sit him?
It sends a
You know
mixed
what I mean?
signal to the locker room. It has to. Whenever you have Minka saying what he said after the Patriots game.
It does, man.
And then you're looking on tape, and Pickens is doing some of this lackadaisical stuff.
And then, are you ready for this?
I bet you Minka, some of these other dudes are looking at Tom. It's like, are we going to allow this?
1,000% that's the case. And this is the other dynamic. With AB, I know we talk about his issues. His issues were never football related for us, though.
Never.
He was always the hardest worker in the room. Always. So if he was going to be late to anything, you think we tripping when we say, yo, you ain't going to never outwork this man? You never going to cut on this tape and see anybody giving more effort than this dude? You're never going to cut this tape on and not see him doing all the little things right? That's the difference. I look at Pickens even when he's running some of his routes and he's getting open, he's making a catch, and I'm just like, yo, you really ain't detail your break right here. You just kind of lucked into it being zone.
Merrill Hodge saying the receivers running half-assed.
Like honestly, I'm watching. He's making plays, and it's like, yo, if this was actually man, you're not winning anything with that type of route right there. But that's the up and down when you're dealing with younger players. And we're not holding them to the accountable standard that we need to, clearly, because it keeps showing up on tape. So now you really put yourself in this position of, all right, well, what is the alternative? Do you sit him? Do you start pulling him? Do you decrease his playing time? Even though we also know that doesn't help our quarterback situation on the least bit. And then that brings me back to when we talked about Deontay Johnson a couple of weeks ago, and we were like, yo, do you sit a Deontay Johnson? And I'm like, you're going to hurt the team more than you hurting this player by sitting him, because this offense without DJ is going to be trash or even more trash. So when I think of GP, I'm like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't right now. And this is all while Coach C being evaluated, because we don't care, right? We ain't scoring points. We still losing games. They've been calling for his head, but we know that that's still, you know what I mean? So you really in this conundrum of what am I fitting to do right here, man?
Yeah. If I had my say, you see how this Bengals game looks.
Yeah.
Mason's first start. Maybe you do keep Pickens, Deontay out there. See how it looks. We lose it. You bench everyone for the next last two games.
Low key.
You get rid of anyone you think that is not showing effort and just go with those two guys or those guys for those last two games.
Deke, low key.
Like if we're out of the playoff, whatever. You know what I mean?
Deke,
Even if we're not out of the playoffs.
Deke, low key, bro. I love that. If we being real, I do. Especially if you drop this one, because now this is 4 in a row, bro. This 4 in a row. You done lost to 2 bum teams, 2 regular team, and then another kind of in between team, right?
Yeah, I think you give Mason a shot with those receivers, Pickens, Deontay, and then
but
you evaluate after who wasn't shown the full effort.
I just feel like you gonna
last Saturday.
Mason,
Bench everyone.
I feel like you screwing Mason if you throw him out there with no GP, bro.
Now, Skydiving Heck says Deke's ready to tank. No, it's not about that at all. It's about setting the culture.
Message, bro. Facts.
It's
That's
like
exactly
we're not putting up with this anymore going into 2024.
Think about it, we're already past a tanking stage. You don't tank the last 3 games. That ain't like,
especially if we win with 80% chance to make the playoffs.
Nah, yeah, we ain't knowing that. But I know exactly what he's speaking to. He's talking about the same culture conversation we talking about, man. What type of culture do you want to have? In these moments are critical in terms of what your culture will be going forward that following season. If you allow dudes to start quitting, having half-tail effort, not putting in the work they're supposed to put in the off time, you know what I'm saying, when they're not in the building, when they're supposed to be studying on their own, if they're not doing all them little things, it's like, man, we always had this saying, you're either coaching it or you're allowing it to happen. And that's when you start seeing this type of stuff. So, yeah.
I used that today in Bleach Report. Thanks for that.
Hey, salute you, bro.
Yeah.
I can't even take all credit, man. Shout out my man, Danny Smith, man.
I was talking about Tomlin and just...
Yeah, but it's the truth, bro.
Well, he deserves some of the blame.
Yeah. You're either coaching it or you're allowing it to happen. And it's like, yes, it's certain things that you do naturally have to allow because of the politics of professional sports or the money, the business side of it. But at the same time, it's certain stuff that you need to coach better also. And that's the part for Coach T that he's evaluated under. So like we said, nobody is absolved of blame in this. All them dudes got a hand in this thing, man. Some more than others, but they all got a hand in it, man.
Nanzita, it's a week-to-week business. Get it through your minds, folks. We've been squashing grapes for a while. It's time to get some wine. 3 games left.
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to Coach T dropping another Tomlinism on y'all folks, man. We don't want you squashing all them grapes, man. We need you, you know what I'm saying, making a little wine. Difference is, man, he's talking about people that work hard versus skilled laborers, right? You might come in here and watch hours on hours and hours of film, but you don't know what you watching. So you like, you working. Not you spiffy, but I'm like, you working, right? But what are you like actually like locking in on and developing from a skill standpoint? Whereas you might come in here and watch, bro, I'm gonna watch old run cut-ups, specifically looking at how they attack base defense. All right, now that's a skill thing. You're real hyper focused on one particular thing. So when you're done with that, you're gonna have a lot more production from what you put that work in versus the one that spent all them hours just watching just to watch and ain't really knowing what he looking at or know what he's doing. So that's what he be referring to when he say stuff like that, man. Yeah, like I said, Coach T, he talk real funny, man. We call him the Tomlinisms. I always say he talk like Jesus in parables. That's his name, man.
Let's go, UW. Kazee is a symptom of Kareem Jackson this year. League wants to set an example.
I hear you with the Kareem Jackson shout out. Yeah, man. Kareem Jackson was the first one. DeMonte Kazee is the next one. Yep. They not finna go for it, man.
Antimatter Eli. At least KPA will be a top 5 backup next year.
Hey, why he playing with you, bro? He said that was a shot your way. He tried to play.
This is going to be a tough offseason for me.
He tried to play, bro.
There's going to be a lot of quarterback talk. There's going to be a lot of quarterback prospects that people bring up.
Just imagine if he ain't out there sooner rather than later. Oh, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse, bro. Yeah, we was having that debate today. I'm like, yo, don't sit. They like, yo, he need to just stay healthy, man. Just let him. So I'm like, all right, no, he don't. The longer he sit, the worse it's gonna be for him, man. Don't sit, man. If you healthy enough to go, you're good to go.
That's why I'm really interested in Tomlin's comment.
I am too, because he definitely doesn't make it sound like it's a guaranteed green light, though.
No, because they're going to be giving all the work to Mason early and throughout the week, prepping him to be the starter.
Yeah, but we would, if it did have to happen to anybody, Mason would definitely be the candidate, bro. You know this is a Mason thing to happen.
Absolutely.
You the man all week. You starting all week until Saturday.
Kenny cleared.
Yeah. Clear Kenny Friday night at midnight. He gets to start Saturday. You like, bro, what? You know that's a Kenny thing. You know that's a Mason thing.
Absolutely.
That would for a fact happen to Mason. And after Coach T said he kind of deserves it, I'm like, oh, bro, you done set that man up.
Mason going in for the last 2 minutes was another example of Mason getting kicked in the nuts by
that was
Tomlin and the Steelers organization.
He said, I'm so pissed with you, Mitch. Get out. Mason, get in there.
Yeah, game's over. Just go in there.
And we calling timeouts, too. Throw that joint. I said, oh, we out of pocket, bro. We tripping.
Steeler Nation on fire. Eric Rowe will be called for this next game since Kazee is suspended and Minka is out, and brings back Kenny Robinson and Jalen for safety. Who is Jalen?
I do not know just yet, bro. I will say this.
And they said Miles Jack might get called up too. About time.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll say this, man. When Kazee got ejected and then Minka went out, our defense really fell apart. Run game as well as pass game. And I know you might be saying, well, how does the safeties coming out affect the run game? Minka and Kazee make a lot of tackles on our run defense, man. So when you take them out, we start putting personnel groupings like, I think we used Pat P and Trenton Thompson. That's number 17 at one point in safety. Then it was Pat P and Miles Killebrew. That's number 28. Them two were at safety. Then they brought in, let's see, Shannon Sullivan started.
Levi Wallace was at safety sometimes.
Yes,
too.
because they wanted to take Pat and not have him just play safe. They wanted to put him in and play some of the slot corner, which is what he typically does. He usually just plays slot and safety. Now we was having Shannon Sullivan back on the field. And then at inside linebacker, because of Michael Walker and Mark Robinson and some of their struggles, we were trying to put 17, Trenton Thompson, in there for coverage purposes. But then that messes up our run fits. So when we talk about, fire Terrell Lawson, I know I seen y'all in there on that too. I'm like, bro, y'all have lost y'all mind. If you see what my man was working with and then at the same time trying to make work on the fly with that, I said, bro, yeah, damn a next man up. What are we working with right now, bro? Like, we are past like
Yeah, it's
We
not
are
excuses.
past the
People
next
want
man
to
up,
talk
bro.
about excuses,
Like,
excuses.
seriously,
We don't want to
man.
hear it. It's like, bro, we
What are
got
we
fourth
talking
and fifth
about, bro?
stringers out there and practice squad guys in the middle of our field.
Like playing starter minutes. I'm like, bro, I'm looking at the spot and I said, bro, this is literally Pat P, Miles Killebrew, Trenton Thompson, Chandler Sullivan. I was like, yo, how the heck did we get here, man? And it's no disrespect to them dudes. But at the same time, we understand their roles on this team and why they are where they are on this team, man. So yeah, it gets to that point. I'm watching this tape and I'm like, okay. People went crazy about them running the ball 13 times in a row. I'm looking at the different defense that we used. Base defense didn't matter because at times 93 and 38 eyes are bad. So we're getting gashed because they're having bad fits or late to their fit, right? In terms of the run. So then we would switch. Okay, we can go nickel. All right, when you go nickel, now 38 was struggling, so we put 17 out there. 17, way too little to play the run. Man, I don't know.
Did you have any critiques on the D-line at that point? Because it looked like they were getting pushed back a little too.
Yes, I definitely did. But at the same time, I was looking at some of what was taking place as to why. So I thought in terms of Keanu Benton, I thought that he played well. I thought Larry Ogunjobi was good. I thought that Cam had moments. But at the same time, the other gentleman that I did not name is two other gentlemen that I did not name that played D-line in this game yesterday, bro. They were struggling, man. So it got to the point where if your LBs are struggling to come downhill and then your interior D linemen are giving up some movement as well, you have a really soft spot in the middle of your defense, bro.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. Now, I love when Atlanta Roberts was out there, but I'm like, Atlanta needed his running mate. And I'm watching him and I'm like, yeah, bro, you're going and your guy's sitting there waiting. Pre-snap, you telling him slide over, he's sliding back the wrong way. I'm looking at what E-Rob looking. I'm like, bro, that's 3-by-1. Cheat to it. Absolutely. Where we at? And I'm looking like, where your backside help at? It's like, bro, what are your eyes on? Route, come out the backfield. Man, horse column in the back for the touchdown. You know, if his eyes are right, Deke, they never even throw the pass. I'm looking like, bro, what are you looking at? And I don't have to see his eyes. You got the stripe in the middle of your helmet. It's where you at it. Your guy running out here, you're in man-to-man coverage, and your head is here looking at this daggone quarterback while you touching the daggone guard. How are we supposed? I'm like, that ain't on TA. That ain't on Aaron Curry. Come on, bruh. But that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. And he's young. So when you have young players that are playing in these spots, this is what happens. They learn on the fly. Mark Robinson. It's like, man, your eyes. But he's learning on the fly. This is on-the-job training that them boys is getting right now, man. And in the back end, where usually Minka, you look in the first half, Minka is directing all the traffic. Him and Kazee, bro, their disguise game is filthy. They showing too high, dropping in the three, one of them going on hugs, vertical hugs, middle. Like the way that them two with Pat P and Peasy Jr. disguise stuff is chaos. It takes me a couple times to watch. I'm like, bro, this is what are y'all on? I love it. As soon as them two dudes went out, though, all that changed, bro. All that changed, and they got a lot of this out there. What? And that ain't good for business, bro.
No.
But that's where we are right now, man. So, once again, I'm like, we ain't making no excuses, but at the same time,
it's reality. I mean,
it's like, bro, this is not our starters out here.
Especially on the
this
fly,
not our
too.
second team out here. I'm like, bro, we down to the depths, man.
Kazee gets ejected literally on the next play. Minka's out for the game.
It's just like, yo, what are we? Yeah, bro.
Combined with us already missing Quan, Cool Holcomb.
Hey. Next man up, though, baby. That's what I'm like, yo, all right, cool, bro. Hey, but it's TA fault, man. It's Turlow's the fault that them dudes doing that. I'm like, all right, man.
And Tomlins.
Yeah, it's definitely Tomlin's fault, too. Definitely. I'm like, yep, it's his fault. Yeah.
There are critiques on Tomlin, for sure.
1,000% it is.
The one I will say, I just will not understand or ever understand the decision to punt that one where Boswell could have kicked a 57-yarder to get us within one score. I will never understand that.
So think of it like this. Two things. Boss had missed the extra point, and the second thing is a 57-yard field goal. If he misses that, they got ball at midfield.
My thing's the game's over anyway. I mean, because you're running out of time.
So,
it's a 2-score game.
That's how you think of it. He thought of it as, if I punt this, it's inside the 20, I get 3 and out, we're going to get field position. and we still got the whole fourth. You know what I mean? Because that was like right at the end of that joint. But
our defense was terrible. Like sometimes you gotta check the room and be like, our defense sucks.
Who do you rely on more in the game? I'm trusting our defense in 2023 overall offense any day of the week right now.
I mean, you lost Kazee and Minka, and they're leaking oil in that second half.
What had the offense done all game to make you feel different? Outside of that second drive, they literally got the ball handed to them thanks to Connor Hayward blocking the punt. What did they do to make you feel confident?
You're just making it a one-score game, though. You're getting any shred of momentum that you can, you know? Just make it a one-score game.
It's a 57-yarder, right?
Boss can make that. In a dome?
He missed the extra point, right?
Yeah, I know, but kickers miss field goals. It's Chris Boswell. A 57-yarder. If your kicker can't make a 57-yarder in the dome, or at least you don't have enough faith in him to put him out there in that situation.
All I'm saying is you
need another kicker.
All I'm saying is you said this like he didn't miss an extra point in the game already.
It's their jobs to get over that and make the next one.
That is fine. I'm just simply telling you what his thought process clearly was, man. That's it. It ain't saying it's right or wrong. If Boz hit the 57-yarder, great. If Boz meant the 57-yarder,
the game's over anyway.
Well, that's how you looked at it. He's saying, I'm not trying to have his game in right now. I'm trying to elongate it because if I can punt this inside the 20, which we got, and we actually get this stop, this is when they went on that 12-play drive, though. That was the part. That's what messed it up. 12 plays, 9 minutes, they couldn't stop the run. And that's what we literally just talked about with them dudes when they kept rotating the different personnel groupings. Base, dime, nickel, big nickel. That's when all 3 safe. That's when all that happened right then on that drive. So prior to that, they hadn't shown that you could run 12 plays in a row on them. They had been kind of getting off. So you're like, all right, cool. Punt it, get the stop. Hopefully you get a short field, and now you good.
It was only a 22-yard punt.
It was inside the 20. Like, what are we talking about? How far was it supposed to go? It was inside the 20. So if you put it at 32 yards, so it's on the 8-yard line. If it's 42 yards, it's a touchback. So once again, what are we talking about?
We're talking about a 22-yard difference, though, of whether you missed the field goal. You know what I mean? Miss or make the field goal.
Bro. All
versus you getting 3 points and making it a one-score game. I'll take the minus 20 yards of field position if we miss the field goal. By getting the chance of making it a one-score game.
That's what you're willing to live with, and that's fine. Coach Tomlin wasn't willing to live with that, baby. That's all.
What would you have done?
Me personally? I don't know, man. 57 yards to you is a chip shot. 57 yards to me is a long-ass field goal.
I'm not saying it's a chip shot. You have one of the best kickers in the league, 57 yards in a dome. He's been good all year.
Listen, I've already seen this man miss a field goal today in this stadium. Way closer. I hear everything you're saying except that part. I'm not living in my fears, but at the same time, if I'm trying to decide what is better for my team right now, I can either pass and fail this whole game right here from 57 yards, or I can punt this ball inside the 20, trust that my defense going to get a stop, and then after that, give my offense a chance to go make a play.
But that's the other thing, too. It's not necessarily just all-out fail. You still have a chance. You just
said it yourself. You said if we miss it, the game is over anyways.
Well, yeah, you're playing that scenario of just, toss it up. But you still have a chance to make the stop on defense.
But that's the difference mindset. It's a big difference when you're stopping at the 50-yard line versus inside the 20. You look at the statistics. Inside the 20, you have a way greater chance of getting a stop. A team get the ball by midfield, 1 first down, it's a field goal. 2 first downs, they about to damn score. That's what he understands.
Well, ultimately, though, here's the thing. You just needed to stop them from getting a touchdown for it to still be a 2-score game if you missed the field goal, which we did on that really long drive.
It just took forever. Because
that's the other thing, though,
plays,
too. Yeah, I mean, short field. I'm just thinking about this now. The short field doesn't really kill you time-wise. You just can't give up the touchdown then.
It's a very different situation, though. That's all I'm saying. If you got the ball at the 50-yard line, that is a very different situation than you got the ball inside your own 20 and you got to drive. Those are night and day, man. I get it.
Yeah, but in this moment, clock's your worst enemy at that point.
Well, this is my thing. In the moment right now, it didn't work out. So, of course, we're going to get on it, right?
I'm just thinking about that now. That is another factor, though.
I just said it didn't work out, right? If it got to 3 and out, though, and we punt and get the ball back, are we complaining about that? No.
It depends on the time. It depends on the time because then you
got to... I just said if they got 3 and out, so the time wouldn't have been a factor.
No, but then your offense got to go down, waste time, too. And it's still a 2-score game.
All right.
It's still a
Okay,
2-score game, though. You know what I
Alright.
mean?
All right. We just agree to disagree, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's go. UW says Mendenhall is back on his bad takes again.
I did see him. You gonna read that one out or nah?
Can we get Mahomes?
Hold on, who's we? I was like, hey, man,
What do you mean?
What you mean we? We get Moats with us.
That's what I'm asking. Can we get him?
Who's we? You dressed in black or you
What?
You trying to give me a show?
What do you mean?
You keep saying we. You got on all black, but Mahomes is supposed to be what? Mahomes on our side, bro. He on our team. You get Herbert. Yeah. Get you Trevor Lawrence.
No, but Mahomes has a.
Mahomes with us, man.
He's half.
No, he with us, man. He with us. What's his daddy?
I think he gets a pick. He gets the pick.
Mahomes with us and Tyreek. We back. Y'all get JJ and TJ.
Who would be our quarterback?
Ben.
Oh, we're doing all time.
Oh, never mind. I guess we'd have to do current. Let's do current. We'll do current. What's the current?
Like I think JJ Watt brought it up. We're screwed in the secondary. We are screwed. Absolutely screwed.
But y'all O-line game fire though.
We got McCaffrey.
Y'all shout out
Cooper
to
Kupp.
Y'all got some guys. Yeah, y'all got some guys.
We don't have Edelman anymore. Who's like a good
I was gonna
slot
say
guy.
Puka, but nah, he with us. Yeah.
No, is he?
He's a minority. He's with us. Yeah.
Man.
Hold on, let me think. Y'all tight ends gonna be killing though. Y'all got all the tight ends. Kelsey,
Yeah, Kittle. Yeah,
all them young
heavy
cats.
personnel on offense.
Yeah, y'all got all the young tight ends. Move, Kincaid, Musgrave. Like we just go down the list. Yeah. Laporta.
Muth ain't making this team.
All right, fair enough.
No. I don't even know about Kelsey right now. He's like, I want Kittle. He might be right on Laporta. Man. Yeah, I don't even know who we put out there at cornerback. I don't even know.
Like, yo, yeah.
I don't even know what we're doing. Like we're
I
gonna
seen
have
somebody pull up a Jason Sehorn picture. I said, "Oh, that's the guy?"
He would be our top corner for all time teams.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Or we'd have to go back to probably like the 60s. Dick LeBeau, maybe. We'd have Dick LeBeau out there.
Deke. Yeah.
I don't know. We would just have to run like quarters coverage or something. We'd have to be bend but don't break on defense.
But y'all pass rush. You gonna have both Bosa's. You gonna have a TJ.
Yeah. I mean, you got Parsons though.
Oh yeah, we got Parsons. We got Myles Garrett. We gonna have we gonna
You got lockdown corners. Sauce. Who would be your second corner?
Give me Stingley Jr. He got the game winning the walk off. Why not? Damn.
I just think we'd have to do. Who are even the top white safeties these days?
That's a heck of a question to ask, Deke. I don't know, bro.
It used to be Harrison Smith, but yeah, I think you just
Harrison
have.
Smith. Just throw. Yeah, here we go.
You have your 4 best white safeties out there, and you're playing like quarters, just deep coverage.
Hey, pass rush got to win though.
And then once you get into the red zone,
you fine.
like we got to lock up.
Yeah, you good in the red zone.
And then we got to chew the clock out on offense. 2 tight end sets.
Yeah,
Who's our quarterback though?
You got multiple options though. You got Brock Purdy, the MVP front runner.
No.
He's the MVP front runner.
Hell no.
They say he's the MVP candidate because of how Dak looked out there, man. And they ain't gonna give it to Josh because he lost too much this year. So yeah, man.
People are saying Gunner. No.
Oh no. If Gunner make your squad and move though, bro, you got an issue with your team. All right.
Quarterback. I don't know why. Burrow's the guy.
Burrow's your guy?
Yeah, I think we got to go with Burrow.
All right, Joe Shiesty, baby.
I think we'd have to.
Yeah. I was about to say, I know you want to take Josh. You can't do him. So yeah.
Well, I thought about him after I mentioned Burrow.
I was gonna say, ain't no way you can say. I know you weren't about to say Josh. Not with me having this on. Oh no. I was asked the last quarterback. I said you gonna give me Herbert, you give me Trevor Lawrence, you gonna give me all these other guys.
You could put me in a corner right now and say it's got to be people that are available.
No. You gonna go Trevor Lawrence. You gonna go Brock Purdy.
I don't know if I would.
Who came in for Dobbs? Mullins. You probably go Mullins before you go. You know what I'm saying? I know you feel about Josh.
Trevor
man.
Lawrence,
right,
man,
bro.
overrated. I'll tell you what, overrated.
But he's another one of them dudes, man. It's true to the thing, and I kind of felt like this watching Mitch too. It's like the arm talent is stupid, but it gets them in trouble because they'll get lazy with their footwork. And I look at Mitch, a lot of his throws when he messes up on them, they sell, stuff like that. His footwork is bad, lazy, drifting, like we talked about. But then you look at Trevor Lawrence in that game, man, against Baltimore, and some of the plays where he was messing up, some of the throws that was off, you're like, bro, you look at his footwork.
Some of them look like Mitch.
Yeah,
he missed a hook route right in front of him.
Uh-huh. But you watch his footwork, bro. And that's the thing. It's like, man, you got to be consistent ground up at that position, man. The great ones, they consistent with that footwork, man. The inconsistent ones, man, it shows. But their arm is so nice. And that's the thing that Mitch has gotten away with and that Trevor Lawrence can get away with because they so gifted here that you can still put that thing in certain spots. But when that footwork ain't right, it just gives you more chances of that ball not being where it needs to be in terms of the margin for error. So, yeah, man. One of them things, baby. One of them things.
Do we have a running back too?
Yeah.
McCaffrey's going to have to be.
He's a bell cow,
getting
man.
all the carries.
He's
yeah.
a bell. Dude, is there enough?
There's got to be someone's backup running back.
It's got to be, bro.
There's got to be a Rex Burkhead or someone like that out there.
Hold on, bro. It's got to be.
Has to be.
Yeah, Buffalo ain't got one.
Someone's got a Danny Woodhead.
I was say, yeah. What Woodheads and Burkheads and stuff, man? Yeah.
Yeah, we just need a guy to spell McCaffrey. That's all.
Little thunder and lightning.
Yeah. Actually, I wouldn't mind a bigger guy.
Go goose check.
Like someone's bringing up. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Toby Gerhart. Like we need someone like that.
Shout out to Toby. That's my class,
to
man.
change the pace up from McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Peyton Hillis.
Yeah, thumper. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's a white running back out there like that. No.
Yeah. This is a funny combo, bro.
So I'm allowed to go Burrow at quarterback though?
Yes.
You
You can go Burrow. Yes. Because like I said, I know you won't go Josh. So it's all good, man.
I can't think of anyone else. Those would be your top two picks, right? It'd be between Burrow and Josh.
I know if I'm picking between one of the other.
You'd lean Josh probably.
If Josh ain't available, I'm going Burrow. And if Josh is available, I'm going Josh.
It would be an amazing thing to watch.
It low key would, bro, because they both gonna do certain things to match up with each other. Like that heavy personnel, 13 tight ends, 13 personnel running that route with McCaffrey. You gonna make them play base defense, bro, and then you gonna disperse this thing and have McCaffrey 1-on-1 with an LB. You gonna have Laporta or Musgrave or Kelsey or Kittle 1-on-1 with these linebackers. Yeah.
Who's our 2 and 3 receivers though?
They said Hunter Renfrow.
No,
that's what I said.
We can't do that.
Yeah, that's Hunter Renfrow.
If he's actually a legit number 2 option, we're in trouble.
And that's Gunner. Gunner was the other one. So I'm like,
we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Thielen.
Shout out to Thielen. There you go. Shout out to Thielen. You got Thielen and Cooper Kupp. There you go. That's solid, bro. And a rack of tight ends. Boy.
I need better.
You sound like a Big Ten team right now, bro. You building a Big Ten team over there. We finna SEC you to death, Deke. Oh, baby. Yeah, it's going to be an SEC game. That what this sound like.
Man, I'm not seeing anyone else after Thielen. That's bad.
Yeah.
And Thielen's over the hill.
Yeah. But your tight end game nice. I forgot. You got Max Crosby, 2 on defense. Shout out to Max. You got Spillane at linebacker.
No.
Who you going
Don't
with?
tell me he's
Who's your
linebacker 1.
Who's your LB? Tell me who your LB. Keekly going, bro. Who your LB, man?
No.
Who your LB?
Who's this Cade Otton guy? Is he tight? That guy's a tight end, huh?
Deke, who your LB besides Spillane, man?
I don't know. I could check the league leaders and tackles right now.
It's Spillane. Or you can get Logan Wilson. Logan Wilson with Cincinnati. Yeah.
Alex Singleton.
Okay.
No. Oh my God. Spillane is
I'm
one
trying
of
to
the
tell
league
you,
leaders
bro.
in tackles.
You're going to have
He's
Spillane.
119.
It's going to be Spillane and Logan Wilson, bro.
Yeah.
Them your dudes, man.
Those are the top 2 with Alex Singleton. Alex Anzalone.
The cat. Yeah, Anzalone. Yeah, he's straight.
We're in trouble. We're in trouble on defense. Big time.
Yo. They got me, though. Who, man, says Moats, who we got at kicker. Can I get what's no? What's the little running back that had kicking field goals that one game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whoever that cat was.
On Denver?
Was it Denver?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, other than that, yeah, and then presses my punter, I guess. Yeah. I ain't researched that far. But if it's on Daddy's side, he with us.
Well, we could count him. Because
No, he's hurt right now.
Well, I was if I can count Burrow,
Yeah.
I can count him.
You get Jack Campbell. There you go. Shout out to Jerry Ramos. Take Jack Campbell.
Okay.
You straight that way.
Drew Sanders, what happened with them this year?
I ain't been watching a lot of. Yeah.
We need him. We definitely need him.
Shoot, what about Troy Anderson? Remember him?
Yeah.
Down in Atlanta right now too.
Yeah. Those two.
There you go. You got some athletes. You got some space. Some people that can play in space over there.
Yeah, have them as like our third and fourth depth guys at inside linebacker. Get the two thumpers out there early on. See what they're doing.
You sound real Big Ten, bro. You just sound real Big Ten with your lineup.
That's how we're gonna have to win the game.
Hey man, make it ugly, bro. Take their out that ball, man. I get it, man.
But yeah, that was. I didn't even read Menden. Do we want to read Mendenhall's comment?
All right. So if you could paraphrase it in a nice way, so it isn't as like heavy-handed, sure. Just, yeah.
He doesn't say any swear words.
Okay, cool.
He says, "I'm sick of average white guys commenting on football. Y'all not even good at football. Can we please replace the Pro Bowl with an all-black versus all-white bowl so these cats can stop trying to teach me who's good at football?" He says, "I'm better than your GOAT."
So that was the conversation. Did you get JJ Watt's? Did you see JJ Watt's response?
Yeah.
Shout out to JJ Watt.
Yeah, and it was
man.
basically our secondary is gonna suck.
Yeah, shout out to JJ
We're
Watt.
in trouble.
I love his sissy humor. He was like, bro, I ain't even about to go there with you. But look, we ain't got nobody.
He
to
said
guard
we
Tyreek.
get cooked at corner. Not gonna lie, nobody on our squad is gonna cover Tyreek. That's what I mean. We gotta go like quarters coverage. Just have like 4 guys back there.
Trust
deep,
your pass
3 or
rush,
4
bro.
guys back there deep every time.
Y'all pass rush gonna be filthy though. Y'all got some dudes. Y'all ends. Y'all got some ends.
But so will you though.
Oh yeah, we coming at you. We at your neck, baby. We at your neck. Believe that. Yeah.
But how we neutralize it is that slow burn on offense.
Yes. Take the air off the ball, man.
I don't know if McCaffrey's going to be able to handle that, though.
We coming downhill. Yeah, we gonna try to kill you over there. I'm over here like, which LBs do I want to employ in terms
Like
of my
he's not
fantasy
Derrick
now?
Henry.
Yeah. But the mismatch is you got us in base and you make us have to cover y'all in space. Now you got to hope your tackles can hold up because typically that argument works when you don't got Michael Parsons and Myles Garrett.
Yeah, both lines should be good.
Can I get Javon Hargrave on my interior over here? Let me go AD on that one too. I'm gonna go Donald, Hargrave, Miles, and Parsons. That's what I'm gonna roll with. Yeah. Highsmith. I don't even know how Highsmith gonna make my squad. Now that I think Highsmith didn't make my squad, bro. I'm about to say, man, show. Give me healthy Vaughn. Or, they ready the same as TJ on the video game. Wait a minute now. I'm just saying, bro.
That's a great content idea. If a YouTuber or Madden player would do that, they should do that.
That would be hilarious, bro.
They
I
really
think it'd be
should.
fire, bro. It'd be fire.
But those were his comments, and that's why we just talked about what we did for the last 10 minutes.
Yes.
Which was fun.
Did you have a opinion though on what he was saying?
I had no comment.
Okay, I was like, yo, I ain't doing that energy no how. It's like, bro, what? But it was a fun combo though.
Yeah, exactly. It led to that conversation. It led to that conversation. Right. So that I guess that's the positive you could take from his tweet there.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't like the intent behind the tweet, especially our dynamic, but I'm just like, I like the convo though, because it is actually low key kind of interesting when you think about it. Like, whoa, bro, hold on now.
We're dogs, right? I mean, what's the point?
Two score. It's a 2-score spread on that one, bro. But the best part is this though. We know y'all gonna be real fundamentally sound. Y'all well coached. Y'all ain't got no ego issues at all, bro.
Coach?
You feel me?
I think we gotta go McVay.
Y'all gonna be the first ones in the locker room, last ones. Y'all doing all of these by the book. I gotta get my guys in the stadium. You know that. I got a handful to deal with, bro. They fashion stars, they pop stars, they hate each other. Just get them to the stadium, bro. I feel like Coach T.
So you're saying the timing of when the game's played, where it is played, could even factor into.
If it's in Vegas, California, I'm like, Miami, I need that game in Minnesota. I need that game in Wyoming. I need that game in the middle of absolute nowhere with nothing going on. All right? Because if there's anything else going on, it's a wrap, bro. I know I'm going to have somebody not make it. I know somebody. Yeah, he got suspended. Undisclosed reasons, bro.
I think you'd have to do like a home and home series, maybe. Maybe one game you do play at like a bigger city, and another one you play in the middle of nowhere.
Because I'm just like, yo, my guys gonna be out in the city. They ready to tell. I already know what time they are, bro.
That's fun though. Yeah, I'd go McVay. I think as our head
McVay?
coach. Oh yeah, I mean if you could stack the coaching staff, I'd go
Yeah.
McVay.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, old Belichick, he could just be DC. McVay
Okay.
head coach.
Yeah.
Shanahan OC.
All right. Well, you already know, man. All the guys around the league be always rocking with Coach T. So I'm gonna roll with Coach T with this one because he's gonna at least be able to. I've seen him work his magic before. At a time.
Oh wait, I'm even leaving out Andy Reid.
Yeah, I was about to say, you
Man.
got all the guys on your side, all the offensive-minded coaches. We're going to be heavy defense. So I got Coach T as my head guy. I'm going to go B. Leftwich as my OC.
Okay.
I'll probably go Ty Bowles as the face of my defense, but you know who really calling that thing.
You gotta have D'Amico Ryans on the staff.
D'Amico
too.
definitely, he's my LB coach. And Flores is my secondaries coach, all right? I just got all them young talented dudes around me, man. All right, they all waiting and they coming up. Who's my young offensive guys, though? I need an OC. I got B. Leftwich. Do I got anybody else? Randall L, because he's still coaching receivers up in Detroit, so I'm gonna go Randall L. I need an O-line coach. Cause you got Munchak, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some other defensive guys too. Fangio.
Oh yeah.
Take him.
Yeah. You need Dan Campbell on the staff.
Rex Ryan would come out of retirement for this.
Facts. Yeah, you need a Rex Ryan, a Dan Campbell. Just keep them around. Just you know what I mean? Just the energy guys. Yeah. Let me think. Who else I got on my end? Give me Robert Saleh. I'll put him in the building.
Eric Bieniemy for your offense.
Thank you. I know I was forgetting someone. So Bieniemy is my OC. B. Leftwich my quarterback's coach. There we go.
Passing game coordinator.
There we go. Yeah. And then I got Randall Love, coach my receivers. Oh yeah, we solid now. Oh yeah. I think they might have bumped the spread. I think it's three score spread now. Definitely 3-score spread, bro.
Man,
This is a funny combo,
we
bro.
will be dogs. We definitely will be
Deke
dogs.
say, yo,
I'm not even
we
denying
be
that.
dogs, right? Yeah.
I'm not even denying that.
Yo.
Anything else?
Lamar my backup. Jalen Hurts my QB3. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, I got some good backups
There
too.
we go. I feel solid, bro.
Herbert and Lawrence probably. No, Allen can make the
I
team.
was like, yo, did you just
Allen can make the team. Actually, that's who we're going to use as running back.
That's actually
Gadget guy.
that
Tebow.
low-key.
Tebow rule.
Don't Tebow him first off. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, no, honestly though, that makes me think it might be a decent idea to have him over Burrow just because of the legs,
I mean, that's what some people say.
just for this game. I'm sticking with Burrow though. I'm gonna stick with Burrow. See how the game goes. We need to get Allen out there.
Man. You
Just
never
give him
know.
the ball. Taysom Hill type of
Maybe
role.
get a little comeback or something. And Taysom Hill is definitely on your team. You definitely got Taysom. That's your guy. I know you like Taysom.
I don't. Yeah,
That's your
I
guy.
guess he would make the team. I don't want him. I want Josh Allen playing the Taysom Hill role though.
Well,
I think he'd do it a lot better.
Well, it's mandatory that you have either Derek White or Taysom Hill. You got to have one of them on your team. And I got to either have Moncrief or
Oh, you got to have bad players.
yeah.
Okay.
You got one set you got to have. So yeah.
I'll take Taysom Hill.
There you go.
He's not as bad as Derek Watt. Because then we got Juszczyk for the fullback. I don't need Derek Watt at all.
Yeah, you got to at least have one handicap. One just yeah.
That's fine. Jonathan Stevens, Moats, when are y'all rebranding the podcast logo to red, white, and blue? Not the Bills merch on the Steeler pod. Shame.
Man, it was an alumni thing. I had this alumni call earlier today, Deke. So I couldn't change. I ran out of time. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I would have had my black and gold on. But it was this alumni thing up there. That's all. So I'm innocent. Okay, I'm very innocent.
Let's go, UW. Got a new freak in nature, high school football player as a junior. He is 6'7" and 380 pounds at offensive tackle for DeSoto, Texas.
God damn.
What are they feeding kids in Texas?
Yo, that is crazy. I do not know, but man, yeah. I mean, they say it's tough to beat teams from Texas too. That's what I heard, bro.
Cam Cox. Moats and Rick, stay strong, guys. Weather the storm this week. Crazy that I trusted Mitch enough to pilot the flying carpet in my dream last week.
All right. Yeah, I don't even want to know where he flew you to then, if he was leading your magic carpet, baby. Yeah. But this is a new week. Shout out to Mason. Or Kenny. I don't even know how to who we.
I don't know. At this
Yeah, I'm
point.
like, I don't know. He left it. He gave me a hard answer and then kicked that answer and was like, oh, nope, it's back open again, guys. Here you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris, if you were the GM, what changes would you make? And please trade Pickens for Addison.
So we really are ready to move on officially from Pickens. All right. I mean, I definitely get it. And trust me, I can understand it. Part of me.
Yeah, it depends on what hole you're getting to.
Yeah. Yeah. Part of the reason why I'm still like on the stick with it a little bit is you know what though? I'm breaking one of my rules though, baby. Because one of my rules is once a person show you who they are, you're supposed to believe them, man. And he does continue to show stuff like this. So I technically should believe him. But for me, I'm like, yo.
Devin Bush aspect of it.
Right. But for me, I'm just like, I've seen the talent. Could the maturity part, can that get grown out of? If I bring in leadership on that side of the ball that you can't question. Because even though Deontay is one of the leaders, like we said, Pickens could look at him and have some type of feelings like, yo, I'm just as good or better than you, right?
He's having a
Even
better
though
season.
DJ has the money, it's like, yo, he could literally look at that. So once again, we're talking about a guy that could get in his ear to have that type of impact where it's not just brother to brother, it's mentor to mentee. That's something that I think could help him. I don't want him to get that elsewhere, though, unless he went to Buffalo. I got a receiver there to coach him on up now, I'll tell you that. But I don't want it to come to that. I'd rather he be here because I think he could actually be a special player. But the problem is this maturity stuff, bro, that keeps showing up, this inconsistency in terms of his effort, that's losing football. No way about it. No way around it. That's what it is at this level. And he has to understand that part.
Who's the guy you're bringing in?
That's the big question. It's like he has to be of status, but at the same time, I'm like, you got to be careful which type of dude you're bringing in. And at what stage of his career he's in. They said, man, I always think of like back in the day where you'd have the Anquan Bolden type, you know what I mean? Like,
You're talking specifically receiver?
Yeah, where it's like, yo, that's just the vet in that room. He's already
Got to be Allen Robinson.
And I thought to an extent, yes, but I don't personally know Allen to know if he is the vocal guy like that, if he's a dude that can get in his ear, if he's just I'm going to work and you watch me. Because those are very different.
Seems like he has zero impact on this team.
Outside of doing the tight end stuff as a wide receiver. That's about it, man. Yeah. But it's like we need that. Or even if it was, I think of when we had on the coaching staff, when we had brought in Ike Hilliard that one time, right? He was here for a couple. So I'm like, even maybe something like that. But
maybe you bring Hines.
But Hines doing the head coaching thing right now in the XFL.
Was he head coach?
Yeah, he was the Brahmas. Him down there with Peasy. Peasy was the DC. He was the head man.
Was he?
Yeah.
I knew he had a prominent role somewhere.
Yeah, he was the head coach, bro.
Didn't remember it was head coach. Okay.
So that's why I'm like,
yeah, maybe I don't know if that's a
Leaving.
downgrade.
Yeah, I don't know how he might view that, but I think he would be great for it though, if he was open to it. Dude, talk about the tradition, talk about living it to the highest of heights, and then you coming back here, you're not ever bucking back at that.
Yeah, because who's our receiver coach right now? Frisman Jackson.
And it's nothing against Frisman. Frisman's a good coach, but
that ain't the same.
That ain't the same.
Hines is
right.
telling you
This is very
something.
different. Yeah. And unless you're bringing in a proven quarterback that has already or is ready to be that guy now, which we said, even with that messes up the messaging a little bit because of the whole Kenny dynamic. So that's what we said, even with him, we got to see how we about to play that. But it's like, I think that type of leader could help him a lot more to really get in his ear. But until you have that, you're probably going to continue to see what you're seeing. So if you don't think you're going to get the change, then yeah, you go ahead and move them and get whatever assets you can while we're in this position we're in right now. And you just say, man, we'll try to do addition by subtraction in terms of we don't have to feel the pressure of what you bring along with how you display your energy. And even though we might have a less talented person, but we might get better draft pick for it. All right, we'll try to replace you the following year. That's another alternative. But these are a lot of moving pieces all on that side of the ball. And we still going to have to do stuff on defense side of the ball. Yeah.
I'm open to trading Pickens. Very much so.
But I guess I definitely get it, though, man. Like, he has...
You could definitely get a second rounder for him, at least.
Oh, 1,000%, bro.
Maybe even a late first. Depending on what the team's
yeah.
vibe is, how much they're looking into some of the stuff we complain about. If they're just going to overlook it and just say straight talent, okay, proven
'Cause
guy, I think we can get more
talent-wise,
upside from
yeah.
him. I think we get it first.
Talent-wise, he's worth that. I just don't know if that's any that you want to bring in there. Like I said, if I was a team that had a strong vet group, or if even when I was here in Pittsburgh, right, the Killer Beast season, like that era time frame, even with that, we were such a mature group. We had established leaders, you know what I mean, on both sides. So it's like, yo, we gonna be straight regardless. You can't come in here and act a certain way. You're not gonna be able to come in here and just talk a certain way because of how we already do these things.
If a team has an established quarterback, that would make sense too.
It's already set up. Whereas right now, nothing is really established. So we all just figuring it out on the fly. And this is why it kind of keeps happening. So yeah.
Zach, fire Tomlin for doing my boy Mason dirty in Indy.
Man, he gave him an opportunity, baby. And Mason clearly did well enough that he's going to get potentially another opportunity, man. But you also have to remember, man, at this level, you have to play or you're guaranteed to get opportunity. Man, if you get one snap out there, you better count your blessings. That's the reality of it. So for Mason, you make the most of them players you got. You make the most of these practice reps you about to get. And hope that it works in your favor, that you get a chance to actually go out there and show what you can do on Saturday, man. Because there is no guarantee that you're going to get another shot. It is never owed to you at this level. They do not care about fair, equal, none of that type of stuff, man. That's just how it goes, baby.
AJ Martinez, draft a center in the first round, bring back 7 next year.
Shout out to AJ. You switched your picture up on me again, too, man. That's like a close-up, but you got a little mustache going. All right, AJ, I see you, baby. I see you. Yeah. No wonder they be having all that crazy, lady stuff going on, man. Mac Daddy over here. All right, AJ. One time.
Let's go UW.
Oh, I did want to say, though,
Okay.
in terms of drafting the center, I get why you're saying it. I just don't think that I want to use my first-round pick on a center. I think if we're talking legitimate using first-round picks, I don't feel like center is the position that is the biggest need for us right now. I hate to say it. I don't even feel like our center is the worst player on our offensive line. Okay? Just throwing that out there also.
Who are you giving that one to?
I'm just telling you for what I be seeing. I know
it's bad across the board.
I know it's some moments where you be like, oh, yeah, it's mate. And be like, It's a lot of interior.
The guy to the right of him?
Don't get me in trouble today. Okay? I'm just here so I don't get fined, bro.
You don't got to say anything. He
received
a 0 grade from PFF.
Yeah.
Like, literally a 0 grade.
That's what it said from PFF?
0.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen, I just be watching it.
Oh, no. They all look bad.
Yeah.
They all look bad.
I'm like,
and
I'm going down the list.
He was our best lineman last year.
Okay, I'm going down. And he's one of our higher paid linemen, too, bro.
Right.
And you see the talent. That's the other part. The same way you heard me talk about 38 and I said his eyes are bad at times, bro. 38 is athletic as heck, bro. Michael Walker, athletic as heck. Eyes terrible at times. Man, I be watching my man on offense, bro. He can't pick up a game to save his life. I don't be knowing what he be looking at. But when he locks in, man, he'll block anybody that you want. But that is killing us at times, bro.
That's what Terry Bradshaw said on
It's killing us at times, bro. It's killing us at times, bro.
The topic of should the Steelers Tomlin part ways, and Bradshaw said no. He thinks Tomlin should want to be back, get things right, but he said you got to overhaul this offensive line.
Because he's watching, man, you watching stuff, you like, yo, this is still an issue. I know we spent money. I know we tried to improve but this is still an issue, bro.
Both quarterbacks have not been done any favors by our line this year.
I'm looking at center. I'm looking at guards. I'm looking at tackles. I'm saying, bro, pick your poison right now, man. Like, it shouldn't be that. And the way I have to decide to be over here, like, okay, you
get rid of
Meyer beat
too,
as many times as you got beat. You got beat more than you did. You got beat. It's like, god dang. But yeah, man, that's where we at right now with that whole offensive line situation.
Overhaul the line, bring back Munchak.
Yeah.
Quick fix right there.
Yeah.
If Munchak wants back, didn't he say he's open to it?
I thought he did, but I thought the whole reason why he left was the whole family thing.
Yeah, but I think he's in a different spot now, potentially. Yeah. Easy fix right there.
There we go. But yeah, I definitely think that that's the place that we really need to focus on more so than the whole draft this draft. Like, yo, we really have to decide how we are going to correct that. I think individually it's certain things that I like from the players, but as a whole they are not cohesive enough.
Yeah, you obviously got to bring back Broderick, but I think everyone else is
I would agree
on the chopping block if you want
to. Honestly, I'm watching the game and I'm like, I can't tell who's who. Who's my big money guy? I can't tell. That's a problem, bro.
We lost Dotson, man.
But like that's a legit problem, bro. When I'm watching, I'm like, who's my penalty? Which one can I say? That's the DeCastro right there, bro. He ain't tripping. Where's that guy at?
That one hurts. No, I mean Dotson being one of like the highest graded guards in the league, all because they moved him back to his normal position. But he was here the whole time.
But at the time,
I get it. We understood it, but
yeah,
that's a tough. Assessment looking back.
I know.
That's one you just got to admit. We messed that up bad.
The same way they talked.
We messed that up.
Who was
bad.
up here talking about the whole Steven Nelson thing, and it's like Steven Nelson getting about.
I never thought he was washed. It was just the decision between him and Joe Hayden. We picked Joe. I guess that was right at the time, or at least it felt right. Yeah. I think I leaned that way, but yeah, over this time period, obviously it's wrong because Nelson has hung around the league longer and he looks good. Yeah, he's been playing fine.
And the thing is this, man, it's like we know as Steeler fans, we're more focused on every little thing that they do right and do wrong. So we're going to always feel more strongly about a player being good or not good than what probably is the case. And I think those are some examples of it. Yeah. Definitely some examples, man.
Well, this is a good transition here. Let's go, U-Dub. Thoughts on Pat Meyer's job security going forward?
He probably don't got a lot of job security, man. It's unfortunate, but that's the reality of it. It's a performance and results-based league. And tell me, at any point in time from week one where we felt as if this O-line has been above reproach or has been playing above expectations, that hasn't been the case. We had a very, very high expectations for them this offseason, actually, after we spent some of the money, drafted what we drafted and stuff like that. But it honestly has not lived up to those expectations. And you can make a case that it's been starting to decline even more so, which we really don't want to see. It's not even on just the Colts game. I mean, you can go back 2-3 games ago. Like, we're seeing similar stuff. It's not a surprise. I mean, should we go back to the Cardinals game? We're talking about Dennis Garrett.
They looked good in the Bengals game. That was about it recently. Right. But Bengals didn't throw much pressure at us from what I remember.
No. So that's the part where it's just like, I don't think that we got guys that can't block one-on-one. I think that they are capable of doing that. But in terms of them working together, whenever it's pass rush games, they're atrocious, bro. It don't matter if the games are on the guards in center or if the tackling guards, it does not matter. They don't pick up games well, man. Whether they run games or pass rush games. And you watch a lot of times we're giving up pressure, it's typically off of that. And you're just like, man, week 15, 16, bro. Like, we missing similar stunts that we were seeing in week one. We still ain't blocking now. That's the issue. Let alone when you just get a guy get beat on the edge as a one-on-one. It's like, all right, he got beat on that play. Okay, cool. He young. It happens. But it's like, dang, he got beat. Now y'all got gamed up in here. He got beat. Now this dude over here done got beat. He can't anchor against the bull rush. We like, yo. And then I got Mitch drifting.
Most likely. And I think you give Tomlin the chance to do it because we're on the same page that you give Tomlin one more year to make this right. Yeah. Make his changes, whatever they are, coaching, personnel, whatever. But I do think for the offense, you overhaul the whole thing. Bring in the OC and let the OC like bring in his guys from like the offensive line coach, the quarterback. You know what I mean? Like towards like one cohesive teaching. Yeah, from top down.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
I don't know if they are going to do it though.
That's the business part that we're gonna find out, man. But
bring in like the 49ers dude. Clint Kubiak's one of the names being thrown out there.
Yeah,
a 35-year-old dude. Have him bringing some of those other guys under the McVay regime or any connections that are over there. I think he's a Shanahan guy actually, All the same.
Man, Shanahan,
Whoever.
McVay, Reed, as long as you from one of them families, we straight.
Yeah, just to have it be one cohesive coaching and teaching to the players, to each position group.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what they tried to do with Canada. Now Canada's gone. Because, Meyer had some type of connection to Canada, right? Did Frisman Jackson? I can't remember.
I don't remember Frisman, but I know Myers did, though.
AJ Martinez. Draft a 6'5", 250-pound QB, big arm, or running QB. Man.
That sounds like Josh Allen.
He's off.
Sound like Cam Newton. That sound like Anthony Richardson.
He's off the Kenny train.
He ain't off of it. It's just waiting right now because Kenny he ain't out. We don't even know if Kenny gonna play this week, man. This is gonna be a
tough offseason for me here.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of the ones, man. But yeah, we don't even know if he gonna play this Saturday. But we really might have Mason. We ain't seen Mason, and they about to call Mason out to tell him to introduce the offense on us one time. They definitely calling our defense this week.
They should do Mason.
Let Mason get a
You just gotta
pop.
understand where we're at. You just do it.
Does he get the big pop?
What?
Big pop. You know when starting that quarterback.
What, like the last name called?
Yeah. Does he get the last one? Does he get the big pop?
I say you do it.
You on the big pop then, man. Come on, bro.
I'm being dead serious.
Yeah. You got to be special. Get the big pop.
I know half of it's being funny, but half of it's also just like, why
we
the hell
believing
not
in you,
at
bro.
this point?
If you gonna be the QB, you
cares?
the QB. Let's go, bro.
Yeah.
Big pop it up. Let's go, man. Get turned up for the culture. Go out there for the coin toss too.
Give him some. Give him some extra juice.
Yeah.
Nanzito, either way, this offseason is going to be a good one as I expect new era type of movements, upgrades that match with today's league. I'll say a silver lining. Now, we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
We'll see.
We will.
I don't know if that's a guarantee.
Yeah, because I think it could go one of two ways. I think we could do the whole we're going to go the direction of keeping up with what other teams are doing. But I think those changes would include changes with Coach T. Whereas I think if we don't move on from Coach T and he's still here, which, like I said, I anticipate that being the case, I think we see slight tweaks, but I still think it's going to feel more of heavy defense until we get this quarterback situation square.
Which I don't care about if that's his
I'm
approach,
with you,
but
bro.
then just give the offense over to someone else.
Yes.
Just completely give it over.
And that's why we're saying the same thing about this OC hire. It needs to be legit, right? Need to be somebody that is able to come in here and do what they supposed to do.
Because I think D'Amico Ryans is a good example of like one of the younger coaches that's defensive minded where it can work.
Yes.
Because they got a young quarterback, C.J.
Correct.
Stroud. He got
And
one
he
of
got
the
the
dudes from the Shanahan tree, and he's letting that dude just take reins over for the offense.
Yes.
Just do that.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, even when C.J. Stroud's not available, they're still obviously finding ways to
They
win.
just won.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat the Titans. Is that going to happen? It's a big question. Big question.
I tell you what, though. They not about to keep doing a lot of the same stuff, though, as we've already seen. They fired OC, then pull the QB out, man. All right. Losing brings these type of moves, though, man.
Yeah, if it's bad again, Cincy, you heard what I'm doing. Bench whoever you think's not giving full
for
effort.
a fact, this is how it goes.
Bench whoever and then cut those dudes in the offseason.
This is
trade them. If you give value, trade them.
But this is how it goes typically, man. When you start losing in the league, man, this is what it look like. And it can get real ugly real quick.
It's going to be cut Mitch time, too, for sure. I'm sorry, but
ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's just you're paying too much money for it.
Yeah, but we talking about all-season moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely. I'm not saying like he's not giving full effort or anything, but it's just like based off the performance and being the backup.
Money, you got your guaranteed money. All right. Cut him, it don't matter. Whatever money he's guaranteed, he go get that. We know we're going to
clear the
revamp
cap
that room
space.
anyway.
You got to clear the cap space up. Tyler from the 334. I'll be in Pitt Friday for the game. Weird feeling. Expect a lot of boos as usual after one bad play. O-line looked like they quit versus the Colts. How we bounce back. I actually disagree with them on the boos. I think the fans are just numb at this point. Anyone that's down there is just
you
like,
think so?
We're going for a good time.
Man, they've been booing the past 3 games we done been at. Deke, you know they can't wait to boo. I just wonder, since we can't do the fire Canada chance, what's the next chance? It can't be fire Kenny unless Kenny show up. So, you think they're going to go to fire Coach T at the crib?
Oh, wow.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just like, where we at with this? I don't know how to be acting.
Is it catchy enough?
I don't think so.
Fire Tomlin. Yeah, that's pretty catchy. Fire Tomlin. Yeah.
Yeah, rhymes. Stop. They be wilding like that, bro.
That's pretty catchy.
Yep,
that's
like
the next
man.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, that could happen. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
that one couldn't happen.
But yeah, in terms of how we bounce back, man, like how we do each and every week, you get back in this lab and you focus on your fundamentals. You get back to what got you here in the first place. You won 7 games this year. You ain't win them by doing that nonsense of turning the ball over. You did it by what? Protecting the football, winning the turnover battle. We were -3 in this turnover ratio this game, right? We already said, man, our margin for victory is very small. We can't have self-inflicted issues. We can't have turnovers. And more importantly, we got to stop the daggone run. All 3 of them things we did not do consistently enough in these past 3 games, and that's why it's looked the way it is looked. So in terms of how do you get back to that, that's what you focus back in on, them fundamentals, them little things, because it's not about big concepts. The big stuff will come if you take care of your little stuff. But if you keep skipping over the little details because you're worried about the big time play, then that big play is never going to come. It's never going to give you an opportunity to have happen, man. And that's some of the stuff that, yeah, that's the message. That's what you're telling them. That's what Coach T telling them dudes, man. And you get back out that thing, and it's literally one play at a time, man. And you ain't looking outside for help. As you've heard me tell Deke multiple times, man, ain't no help coming, baby. Ain't no magic free agent out there. Ain't nobody you finish a trade for. Ain't nobody just about to wake up and be, oh, this the guy right here and develops. Like, nah, you figure it out with these guys here. So the approach should be, all right, let's see, what have the Cincinnati Bengals been struggling with lately? I actually got to go back and watch. I ain't watched them enough just yet. But whatever they're struggling with, that's what you try to maximize your plan around and highlight the couple of things that you think we do good.
Oh, they got so lucky against the Vikings. They should have lost that game. I mean, we were talking about the Browns should have lost to the Bears. Bengals. Vikings had it in the red zone like 2 or 3 times.
Bro.
And just,
it was crazy.
I couldn't even believe the one turnover.
Yeah,
Mullins
it was crazy,
is
bro.
falling on his ass.
Mm-hmm.
They have an easy field goal from like the 20.
He's just tripping.
He throws it right to the defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Like, made 0 sense.
Like, the game went to overtime. Like, that 3 points would have really mattered.
Yeah.
Ethan Leach, you have to watch him catch it. No defense anymore. Going back to the Kazee stuff.
To an extent, that's literally what it seems like, man. Or you try to play, because there's no way that you're going to be able to hit him. Yeah, there's no way that you're going to be able to hit him. As I kept going back and watching, I'm like, you're going to mess around and hurt yourself just trying to not shoulder pad and almost play at his hands for the ball.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's not a natural move when you watch where Kazee came from. Kazee's playing cover 2. He's coming from depth. He literally sprints like 7 yards. He breaks as soon as he's seeing the crosser in the dumb throw. And that's why I'm looking at the throw like, bro, are you really throwing this? Kazee is literally sitting on the hash in his back pedal in cover 2. It's 2 man. Defender is underneath. It's the perfect setup as a defender. It's like, what you want? I'm like, why are you even throwing that ball? So, I don't know how you're supposed to handle that one, man. It was a great break by Kazee. You watch his footwork? He looked like coaching tape. My man get back there, bink, triggered, beeline, ding, 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 ding. Body.
Sean McCartney, how much of this NFL changes on Goodell? If someone else was commissioner, would the NFL go back to what it was or keep getting bad?
So you say keep getting bad, but the NFL says it keeps getting better because this has been the most money that the NFL has been making under Roger Goodell. That's the big reason why.
Oh, yeah, it keeps going up. The salary cap keeps going up. All
so
that, yeah.
I know you might feel like it's getting bad. Nah. They done upgraded him so many times because their bottom line has went through the roof under Goodell, man. So they love Goodell, man. They love everything that he's doing. I'm just letting you know. That's how they be feel about that man, all right? So I don't know if it would have been in a different direction because what I do know is the way that he's taking them, that's when you see all them TV deals and all that type of money that's then come to this game. A lot of that was under him. So I honestly don't know, man. I don't know.
Fish Momentum, Moats, Deke, how are you guys? We are at 6 o'clock as well. Just want to give you a heads up.
Good talk. We
got a lot of super stuff.
All right, we straight. Look.
Probably got like 20 plus.
If we just keep talking, I could play dough. You catch my drift?
Okay. Fish Momentum, Moats, Deke, how are you guys? Go Bills, psych. NFL and refs got to do better. Free Kazee, Ambition Live at Rivers Casino.
That's this Friday.
8 p.m. Hashtag free. Hashtag Mr. Jack Myers Jr.
Shout out to Official Momentum. Let's get it. Yeah, man. I'm doing halfway decent. You know, I won, but at what cost? And then my Steelers lost. So you see where I'm at. Jim, you basketball won though, so salute though. That's about my highlight right now.
I see they're still ranked.
They still winning. Yeah, like I said, I get the issue though in terms of like their ranking situation. Why they're not improving the whole strength of schedule thing. I'm like,
Playing some cupcakes.
technically not cupcakes, but they're like our mandatory like teams that we be playing. So like ODU, Hampton is like, yo, they not technically like MEAC go to the big, to the tournament. We didn't see them teams play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like that ain't moving the needle per se the same way. So yeah.
When's the big games happening?
Well, shoot, we had our first. The big one was Michigan State. We gotta wait a little while now, man. We got that out the way early. That was supposed to be yeah. So we'll see. Yeah.
Johnny Utah, y'all are wrong. Wasn't the hit on? Y'all are wrong? Wasn't the hit on NFL Mic'd Up? You can hear Kazee asking Pittman for a tuggy. Got a Kid Rock the NFL before it gets worse.
I don't even want to know, bro. I don't even want to know. Shout out to the MEAC. I'm with you, Donald Copeland, but I don't even want to know, bro. I don't even want to know. You decipher that one, Deke. I'm good. I'm still die.
Sean McCartney fired the OC, but still have his playbook. Starting QB injured. Key injuries on defense. One of the worst O-lines in the league. Yeah, I think we could say that now. And we're surprised we are losing and only blame 1 to 2 people.
Hey, what they say? Fire Tomlin, fire Canada, man. And it's Kenny Pickett. There you go. That's what they all say. So we on the same page, Sean. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, though, man. It definitely is. And honestly, I know we not about to act as if our feelings on Canada, are any different. But at the same time,
yeah, I stand by it.
And that's fine. But this is cause and effect. We didn't know that our quarterback would go down, but he did. And ever since we have fired Mad Canada, we joked about 16 points per game. And then you look at what we're averaging since then. So it's like, I get it. We ain't about to say it was the right or wrong move, but the cause and effect has shown it was another variable added to a situation that already had multiple variables at play. And it has hurt us more than it has helped us this season. That was my whole energy with it this whole time. It wasn't an issue if he's good or not. It's just another issue to deal with. So now we still trying to get through this season, and
that's based off Kenny getting hurt, though.
But regardless, right? We still looking at Mike Sullivan and Eddie Faulkner. They the guys who are calling the plays right now, right?
Yeah.
We saw Canada multiple times without Kenny. We're seeing Sullivan and Faulkner now multiple times without Kenny.
I don't think Canada's times without Kenny, though, are anything to like write home about or defend greatly, right? Those times with Mitch.
I'm just simply saying, in comparison to what we've been seeing, you tell me, which one has been better?
Start of last year was not good with Mitch.
He
had one good game in Carolina last year. Came in Bucks game, was good second half.
This year with Sullivan and Faulkner, which one are you gonna highlight? Colts game? You want Bengals game? Which one you want to go?
Good ones with
obviously
the Bengals game. For you're just talking Faulkner and Sullivan, like that was the best offensive performance we've seen in how long yards wise, and just how we looked, how we felt. But then Kenny gets hurt. I think that affected the Sullivan Faulkner type of thing, and also just I don't think Mitch is QB1 for a reason.
I'm with you on all those things.
But no, it is another variable. Maybe things would have been better for Mitch with Canada.
That's
just because of the familiarity.
Right. That's literally all I'm on. I'm like, I'm not saying that he won't go get fired in this offseason anyways. But when you make a move in season, it's just another variable. And we don't know what other variables might be coming up also, which we're also enduring now, not just on offense, but now they fit us on the defensive side. So that's all. It's just a lot of that. And I ain't about to act like Matt Canada didn't benefit from our healthy defense. Also, whereas Faulkner and Sullivan, they get in the banged up defense right now. Those two things also matter.
Yeah.
Right? They definitely matter. But that's just one of them things. You know what I mean? Where it's like, we just adding on to everything that's happening right now. Kazee and Smith, it just adds on. It's
Yeah, I don't
thing.
think.
My
main point is, I don't think it's as bad as it is right now.
Yeah.
If Kenny were to have stayed healthy, maybe we eke out another win or two here, and we're in a different spot.
And there's a strong possibility that is the case because of what we've seen with Kenny.
The thing that sucks though with where we're at is the defense is just decimated. So even with Kenny being healthy right now, the defense being where it is, whew,
it makes you still
it still makes you be like,
questions,
man, how are we gonna look these next 3 games? How are we gonna be able to sustain this?
Because our model has been we keep it close defensively, offense pick it up, make the plays. But if defense start falling off, we like, whoa, y'all can't be giving up points like that now, because that's not how this team is designed. That's not y'all holding up y'all into the deal. We knew what this was coming into this thing. That's why y'all got the money on that side of the ball. Y'all got to carry this thing, man. So, yeah, man. Hey.
Antimatter Eli, Florida U, James Williams is a heavy-hitting, strong safety.
Okay. Potential option coming out in that draft then.
Yeah. We need a lot.
Because I'm like, are we going safety in this draft? We just cool what we at with that right now? Inside linebacker.
We got to see where our cap space is.
Back, not bringing back.
Who we trade, who we cut. Yeah, there's a lot of things.
Corners. Just like, we got a lot of question marks in terms of that portion of it. Yeah.
Richard Arbizo, I know only Raiders fans. They're complaining more. Trust me.
But that's what my man was talking earlier. Tell him, Richard. I don't care what he's saying. Raiders fans definitely be complaining.
Trevor Hamilton, Tomlin living in his fears, not letting balls kick a 56-yarder. Yeah, we talked about that.
It's not a perspective, baby. We all in it. Absolutely, we all in it.
Grant Patterson, off-topic question. If Haskins is still with us, rest in peace, do we draft Pickett?
I mean, that's a fair question because...
That was the same offseason, right?
Yeah, because it would have been
Haskins. 4 quarterbacks.
Haskins is a first-rounder. Mitch was a former first-rounder with coming off of the year sitting in Buffalo. And then we had Mason still here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because initially we were saying we were going to draft somebody, but it wasn't talked about.
You didn't know as first, second, third round.
We just we knew we'd bring
just
somebody.
Another young quarterback in the room.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have.
I think
because we drafted him first round.
Yeah, I think something would have still came in.
I think we liked Pickett and fell to us. All the quarterbacks were on the board. We took them.
And they did say that too, though. I mean.
Yeah, I don't know if Haskins being around would have affected that. I think that because you drafted him first round.
Yeah,
you know.
But this is what I mean, though. Yes. I really don't know, man.
Yeah, ultimately you don't know.
Yeah,
you don't
know. Because I don't know how they
that's
viewed
my
Haskins
reasoning
either at that time.
Yeah, that's my reasoning for leaning that we do still take Pickett.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything crazy invested in Haskins at the time.
No, I'm with you.
Big contracts.
Nah, it was just the excitement of this is a former.
Yeah, he got a cannon.
Yeah, and it's 2 years removed. We like, yo, you in a crazy situation over here. Come here. This should be. Yeah.
Q, shout out to your Bills, Moats, and the league needs to start suspending quarterbacks who throw hospital balls.
Hey, Q, man, I'm with you. I want you to do something to at least give them some type of consequence to at least make them be a little bit more accountable. Right now, it is zero incentive for them not to throw those balls. Zero incentive for them not to do that, man. Everything is telling them throw it. Because worst case scenario, that dude get hit and it's a flag. We get in the yardage anyways.
Outside of losing your receiver.
That too.
Yeah. That would be the
They clearly don't be caring, though. Clearly they don't. Because they do it.
Brady cared, obviously.
Yeah. But the rest of them clearly don't be caring. They just be like, yo, put it out there, make the defender decide. Yeah.
Safford Burchett.
Hey, and definitely shout out Bills. I heard you on that one too, man. I appreciate you. You see I got the OG logo on you?
Yeah.
Because you told me you like that one.
I don't.
You did. You said you like the old school Buffalo, not the one that's like aggressive and charging.
I don't like any of them.
Yeah, and then it's got like the little patch. You see the patch? It's 50. You know, I thought you liked this, Deke. I got this for you, man.
Nah.
It's Michelin. We be talking about this all the time. You like, yo, I got the Michelin S one. You like this, man. Come on, bro. I got one upstairs for you. XL? Come on, bro.
No, I'm a large guy now.
Man, I get a large. I just shrink it real quick. I wash it. Put it in the dryer.
No.
You sure? Just try it one time, man.
No, it doesn't work in either
It
size.
keep you warm, bro.
No.
It'll keep you so warm out there. I was warm. I was snowing. I was warm with that thing on, man.
They got a Steeler version of that?
Oh, let me see. What is it on the back? Is it still on the back?
Oh, man. Don't be showing me that. celebrating AFC championship. Come on.
Let me live, bro. Let me live.
Come on. Sphere Burchett, though, says, I think the reason most fans are upset is because all this talent, we should be in a way better position. Also, just completely dropping the ball with the Browns, Cardinals, and Pats. It's frustrating.
No, it's extremely frustrating, man. And I do agree with you. That's part of the reason why, as a whole, man, we're all just looking at this team like, all right, is it leadership? Is it personnel? What is going on? Because on paper, you guys should be more competitive. On paper, you guys have enough talent to be able to match up. But the one thing that I continue to go back to is, in this league, you either have the quarterback or you don't. And if you don't, your margin for error is very small. So you have to do everything right. And when you don't, it shows. You think about the games that we've lost this year and how we've lost them. You think about the games that we've won this year and what we did in those games. There is a very clear formula for us to have success. And there's a very clear formula for us not to have success. But the problem is the consistency with our players. Until we can get it to where it needs to be across the board each and every time, this is kind of what you deal with. The beautiful part about having them quarterbacks are they are the great equalizers in terms of if this guy is up and down or that guy gets hurt or something goes wrong that wasn't supposed to go wrong. They're typically good enough to say, yo, in spite of all of this, we still gonna be fine. Right now, we're missing that. So we're having to look and make sure everything else is right. And because we got some other deficiencies, they just get highlighted more so now because at the most important position, we got question marks. And that's this league. That's what we're dealing with right now, man. It's foreign to us because with 7, you never had to deal with that. But this is just a part of evolution, right? He ain't gonna play till he 370 years old. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. You got to go through your transition and just hope that you can get back sooner than later. I'm sure when we switched from Terry Bradshaw back in the day, people felt the similar type of like, yo, what we doing now? This is crazy. It happens, man. And then eventually you get a 7. All right. So it's like, all right, how long until the next guy comes and shows who it is? Is it Kenny? It could be. Is it somebody else? I don't know. But it's like, that's the phase we in right now. But the sooner we get that taken care of, there's a lot more of these problems, man.
And I think some of our good players aren't as good as we thought. He
Oh,
brings up, the talented players, all this talent that we have.
talent.
I think some of it's a little bit overrated at this point. And we've had injuries. So combine those two things and,
perfect storm, man.
we're right here.
Perfect storm.
AJ Martinez, shots fired. Pew, pew. Let's ride 7. Let's ride to 7 house. 7?
He say we going to 7's house. We using 7 in 2024 through 2025. So we got 7
let's ride to
year.
7's house.
Yeah, ride to 7 house. We getting them. Mm-hmm.
Got you. He did say he was done, though. Like, officially done.
When did he say it again?
Like, even if, we called him or something. I don't know, though. If we did
When was
call
that?
him
Yeah, I
for,
don't
a
know.
3-4 game
wonder.
stretch, maybe he would
Let Mason
come off the couch.
Let Mason look bad this week. All right.
And somehow we're still in the playoffs.
All right. Right. All right. No, he looked bad, but we still win.
No, what he said was his legs are hurting. He's like, my arm's really good, but my legs are hurting. He's like, yeah, I'm not coming off the couch.
I could dig it.
So if that's the case, it was out of the man's mouth. I think we got to let the man live.
Right out the horse's mouth, man. He
said
it.
it.
He said it. Yeah.
He said
there
it.
ain't no speculation. He said that.
If he said the legs are hurting, but
He could change his mind though.
that's what I mean.
He could change
Legs
his
are
mind.
hurting, but if there was serious interest,
His legs hurt today.
this was a Super Bowl team.
Yeah, his legs hurt today.
They needed me.
You know how it go. Joe Flacco, I'm sure his legs hurting too. He was like, hold on, I kind of like this situation. You know what? I'll be all right.
A2A style. I'm willing to let 14 go. Draft another receiver because those are a dime a dozen. We find them all the time. Culture is more important than any of the antics, and that goes for all of them. That's immature.
He actually had a couple more. I was going to say, if we wanted to knock him, because I think he did them right back to back. So I was like, damn, I thought we react to them joints, man.
Let me read them. I'll take AB back right now. We need to stop drafting men who wear purses, period.
I feel attacked.
Did AB do that at all?
Oh, man.
Did AB rock the, what'd you call it? The carryover or whatever?
It's a satchel or, it's in a man bag. But I actually don't think he did at the time. He might do now. You know, now everybody's fashion now. But back then, no. I think back then it was just Juju.
That was the old AB.
Yeah, that was a little bit. Old AB like old Kanye. You know how it is.
Claypool definitely did, right?
Yeah.
He wore the
Yeah.
satchel.
Yeah.
GP does. The dude has a point right here. A2A style might have a point with all this. That needs to be our pre-draft interview question,
Do you
or
wear a
just our
satchel?
whole process.
Are you a satchel guy?
Yep.
What if he's a fanny pack guy? How do
I
we
think
feel about
that
fanny
I think that
packs?
counts too.
I was how we feel about those, man.
Can't draft those dudes either.
Y'all really ain't digging it. I felt like I was attacked personally. I'm like, yo. But then I remember I wasn't drafted. Y'all ain't drafted. I got passed over. All right, so Buffalo, I said I could wear my man person. I'm all right. But Chad, man,
You didn't wear it that early though, did
I
you?
did not. No, I did not, man. I done fell into the new generation. Blame the young receivers then, man. All right, blame them. Jeez. Okay, I just want to be like Juju. That's why I wore mine. It's Louis. Say it's cool.
He's got a point.
Receivers do appear to be, I don't want to say dime a dozen, but receivers low key about to turn to the new running backs. We joke about that in terms of how it just seems like every year is a different crop of them, and they don't even have to be first rounders, and they can just come in and still have
The
success.
top
man.
3 receivers this year
Yeah.
doing really good.
Mhm.
What's Smith and Jigba doing though with Seattle?
He was still cooking. I think
Yeah,
he's
he's
still
been
doing well
he's
out
been
there.
doing good.
Mhm.
And then
Tank
obviously
Dell was cooking before he
Zay
got hurt.
Flowers, Jordan Addison,
Yeah.
they've been good.
Mm-hmm. Rasheem Rice has been doing his thing out there in Kansas
He
City.
hasn't been bad.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember where he was drafted. Was he second, third round?
I thought he was second, wasn't he? I thought he was second. So yeah.
That dude up in the Packers that I kind of shit on whenever we
Watson.
were previewing the game. No,
Oh,
the rookie Brown, right?
Yeah,
From Michigan State.
Jaden.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's doing well. Absolutely.
dude from the team we just played, Downs. He's having a decent
Josh
season.
Downs, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm with 828 though. It's more about the culture stuff,
The culture is legitimate, man.
for real. Like if we get an OC that knows what he's doing, he could get some of these guys open.
1,000%.
He could figure it out.
Yeah,
You get one of these Shanahan schemes in here,
I'm with you, bro.
they could figure it out. Jonathan Stevens, Mitch couldn't even make a JV level throw on that interception, overthrown by 10 yards, and we're talking about the wide receiver effort. Why the QB sucks?
Can both things
This
not be
is
true?
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Though, if he does have that
Mhm.
type of mentality, like you don't
Yeah.
want that here. You don't.
Because that's a loser's mentality. And the reason why it's a loser's mentality is, man, mistakes are going to happen. People are going to make bad plays. It is what it is. But if I can't trust that you're going to do what you're supposed to do every single time with your effort, I can't trust you. And if I can't trust you, how am I going to give you my all? How am I going to know that you're going to do what you're supposed to do, that you're going to make that block for me? Why would I want to throw you the ball if I'm worried about, are you going to get mossed? Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's some of the stuff that you got to ask yourself as well.
Well, we did get mossed.
I know. But remember, that can't happen. If you throw it up to him, he's always going to catch it. And we talk about combat catches and why we say they're 50-50 balls. It's like, that's the 50-50 part of it. It's like, yeah, it's great when you're catching it until you don't. Now it's a turnover. But you pick and choose, like you said, when you want to play hard. Regardless, it's like, I don't care about the QB sucking. What does that got to do with your effort? What does that got to do with you as a professional? And if you, as a professional, don't hold yourself to that standard, that's the reason why the league average is 2.5 years, because a lot of people that are very, very, very talented, man, but they pick and choose when they want to have the effort. They pick and choose when they want to show up for work. They pick and choose when they want to sacrifice and study and do the things they're supposed to do. I was never the most talented dude, but I've seen a lot of very talented dudes not last long in this league because of that type of mindset, baby. So obviously you're not Pickens, but just in the case of that convo, that mindset, it's like, yo, it's a lot of dudes that don't make it in this league for a long time because of that mindset right there, man. So hopefully Pickens does not have that. Hopefully he does not allow outside variables to dictate his preparation and his focus, because if that truly is the case, then yeah, he's going to have a very, very rough time doing this thing professionally, man, because there's always going to be some variables. It's always going to be stuff that doesn't work your way, or this player might not be good, or your best guy got hurt, so now he's out there. You supposed to quit? That's the message, though, that he's sending, so to speak. Not so to speak, that's the message that he is sending
On tape.
when he keeps putting that type of stuff on tape, man. If I catch the ball, I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm a great guy. If I don't get the ball, I'm pouty, I'm pissy. I don't want to block. That's what's on tape. Damn the quarterback. That's what he's putting on tape, man. Ain't a lot you could talk about with that, man. Ain't a lot you gonna be defending with that, man. So before we point this way, this is why we always say you look at that internal spot, man. You start saying, hey, man, if I'm GP, what am I doing that I can be improving upon? Before I start pouting about him and him and him, what am I doing? Same with the quarterback, same with the O-line, same with the defense, man. But that's the team concept. That's the mentality that you got to have if you want to really have a chance to win something. Take all of us in that thing together, man. And when you hear people say nobody's bigger than the team, this is what we're referring to. Because your messaging right now implies that he is bigger than the team. Because he's so talented that this quarterback don't mess. If the quarterback do what he's supposed to do, man, you above reproach. You ain't got to worry about chasing that ball, bro. QB suck, man. Take your time. Save your energy. Now, how that sound?
Yeah, and this is why I think it's a big deal for the culture, because if you're doing this when it's bad, when things are bad, you're dealing with adversity, quarterback position isn't going the way that you'd like it. What's it going to be like when things are good?
What happens when we we give you $18 million?
Well, yeah, not only that, but good from a standpoint like, all right, we're back, but like naturally within that good, there are going to be bads. There's going to be adversity. Like, what's it going to be like when we're down 10 points? And maybe the quarterback, whoever it is, our franchise quarterback, is sucking a little bit in that first half.
Are you game? Yeah,
are you just going to fold?
That's what you put on tape. So this is how these convos start. Think about it, man. We had never had a convo.
Yeah, like and you're right about the money. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
because we say the money does not change you. It does not change you. Speaking from experience, thank the Lord. It don't change you. It just amplifies what you already are. If you have piss poor energy, piss poor attitude, when you get paid, them dudes just be worse. Have bigger piss poor attitudes, bigger piss poor mentalities, man. If you was a hard working dog before you got paid, you can be a hard working dog once you get that check. It is not going to change anything, man. But these are the things when you talking about who you want to have that long-term commitment to going forward. These are them conversations. These are them evaluations. And just like I said, as an alumni, looking at a younger player, it's like, bro, man, don't mess your bag up right now, man, because this stuff you can't undo. The same way when we bring up Chase Claypool.
It's almost
think
the exact
about when we
same
bring
stuff.
up Chase Claypool,
it
man.
Really is.
As talented as Chase Claypool is, we will bring him up, and the first thing we think of is all the nonsense that came with him, bro.
And first 2 years,
come on, man.
We're like, oh, he's talented,
come on, bro.
He
could be a top receiver. Yeah,
if he just details his work, works on his route running, this and that, he could be so good. He never did that.
All right,
and it was just still more nonsense.
Hey,
and look where he is now.
But we made plenty of excuses for him, though, right? It was plenty of times where it's like, yo, just turn the other cheek. Oh, it ain't that bad.
Get him the ball more.
Deep. Just throwing the ball,
keep throwing it to
He'll
him.
be straight. It'll be all right. He keep falling. It's all right. It'll change. Just get him on. All right. But like I said, I do feel like the kid can be good, though, man. I want him to be good, man.
It is feeling Claypool-esque, though.
But I'm just like, bro, you got to be careful with this, man.
And that's why I'm sooner to, I guess, be okay with moving off of Pickens, because I literally just got to witness it with Claypool. Yeah. It's like, dude, we need to get back to the Steeler way here. This just isn't the Steeler way. Yeah. It's not. AJ Martinez, bring in Baker. We're doomed. I'm a fan of ROD.
Shout out to Baker, man. Baker got he cooking down here in Tampa, man. And he got him another dub this week. Hey.
Oh, he had a big game, huh?
Baker was in his bag, bro. You know Baker gonna get it to you now.
Who are the names that are gonna be brought up? It's gonna be Baker
this
for
week,
sure.
You would get Baker. You would get.
I'm not even talking. I'm actually more talking about the offseason.
Oh, okay.
What quarterbacks the Steelers are gonna look to bring in? It's Fields, Baker, Kirk. Who else?
Those the big three.
Don't even bring up Jimmy G.
You think they say Dobbs?
I hope not. Well, he could be the backup.
That's what I'm saying.
He could be the new backup. I don't even know about that at this point. After those last two games, those were bad.
But I'm like, those are the type of
He could transition to his next life work. He could either pick NASA or just be a QB coach.
I think NASA pay better.
Yeah, maybe he'll do that. What other QBs? Those will probably be the top hitters.
Because the rest is gonna be
drafting Daniels or something. That's what I'm gonna have to be dealing with.
Oh, they gonna be
So
on your head, bro.
I got to get
They
over
gonna be on your
checkpoints. I got to
head,
get over the
bro. They
checkpoints
gonna
of free
be on
agency.
your
Okay, let's not sign
head,
any of those
bro.
guys. And then I got an easy case for the draft of not drafting a quarterback.
We got bigger needs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, let's focus on building up
Yes.
this O-line, building up this defense, and then see what Kenny can do. Year 3, new OC.
Mm-hmm.
Give the keys over to a guy, offensive-minded Shanahan type of guru, or you bring in Whipple. You go all in with Pickett's guy there, and just give him that
this
1
is
year.
the year. This is your year.
You give him that year with Tomlin.
Low key, shout out to Knight Rider 16. He brought up Tyrod Taylor. Now he said he's better than Pickett. I didn't go there because you know how I feel about my dog Tyrod. I ain't go there though. I ain't go there. But I think that would also be a legitimate veteran option to back up because we know he would come in on backup energy, and I think he would actually be a great backup quarterback for a guy like Kenny. Very mature. You know he's never going to try to push to jump him in terms of.
I thought you said the opposite like a year ago.
Well,
he was going to come in and want
a
that
year
smoke.
ago, it was a different conversation than what we have right now. I'm saying for the situation we're in right now, and not trying to be funny, just really being for real. It's like, yo, he would definitely be a good backup for us, bro. Very mature, has already started in this league, has won in this league, took a team to the postseason. I told you that. He low key, he might have got a Pro Bowl that year too on some weird think he does. I think he did, bro. But it's like in terms of his temperament, low key, he's not about to come here and be a loud guy, but he's a dude that will be able to come here and be a leader. He's been on championship teams, you know what I mean? So it's like he was in Baltimore when they won that Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. He was their backup QB. From there, he went to Buffalo, became the starter. Broke the playoff draw for 20 years and got a Pro Bowl out of that thing. And then from there, he'd be the guy that makes all backup quarterbacks get better. Baker Mayfield, Justin Herbert. See what I'm saying? I'm just trying to go to that well again. Danny Dimes even started playing better. Come on, bro. It ain't no surprise, man. He's one of them dudes. Very mature. He gonna push you, and he got drip. He wears man purses also. I'm just throwing it out there. But he's Paris Fashion Week. He's like,
you're saying that's cool for a quarterback?
Yeah, because he's like
Not
fashion.
receivers,
Fashion.
though.
Yeah, he's like on like he's Fashion Week. Like he's really into that. But of all things considered, bro, I would much rather deal with that than the social media, right? The TikTok and all that. Like he chill on that, but he fashion. He gonna come up with he gonna put it on now. That what he do. But mobile, can make the throws. I'm saying, man. I don't think it would hurt. I think that would help your guy out the best, too.
Yeah, sure. That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah. Because I think Kirk, that's a different combo. Kirk,
I think that's stupid, too.
If we bring in Kirk,
the
that
amount
makes
of money,
Kenny QB, too, right?
The amount of money you're putting towards him. Whereas what we just talked, I'd rather build up the whole team and roll. Just get a good line.
He's way cheaper, too, just throwing it out there.
Who? Tyrod,
way cheaper.
Yeah.
Way cheaper.
Cheaper than Mitch, too.
A lot cheaper, yeah.
A2A style, the way this season has gone, I would be surprised if 2 play like he should have got a shot at QB1 last year. LOL.
I mean,
you're saying Mason unleashed.
Sabotage too, man.
See what he does, man. It's Christmas time. Rudolph saving Christmas, they're saying.
Oh, my God. Don't do that to me. They're going to do that all day. You know we're going to get that all game long. We're going to get that all game.
Brilla 92, wide receiver room hasn't been the same since Coach Mann, RIP.
Man, shout out to Coach Mann. Absolutely, man. Now, hold on. When Leslie, he might have passed. I didn't think he passed. I knew Daryl Drake passed, but
maybe that's who he's talking about.
I was about to say, because Leslie Mann was here with AB and them cats. He was my coach. Or he was the coach when I was here. I was saying the Aliquippa cat, man. Yeah. Whereas Drake was the one who passed during training camp.
Yeah.
And that was a couple years ago.
Kel Turner. Do we closely train backups or are they step kids?
No. This is the National Football League, so it's like this weird dynamic of we're going to give you some reps, but you're supposed to be a professional. Meaning this. Off season, if it's 12 reps, Deke the starter, Deke going to get 6 reps. If I'm the number 2 guy, I'm going to get 4 reps. My number 3 going to get them final 2 reps. When it's the season, though, man, Deke getting 10 of them 12. I'm the backup, I'm getting 2. This cat right here, he big boy, one of them practice squad boys to get a rep. You feel me? If he wants to get work. Or otherwise, he's just going to sit here and get out of shape, go dormant, and then whenever his opportunity is called, he's not going to be ready to go, and it's going to, get exposed. That's typically how it works. So that's what we always say. When you're the backup, you better get your visual rep game going, and you better make sure you're doing all the cardio on your own, because there is no guarantee that you will ever get a practice rep. But if Deke goes down on the first play of that game, guess what? You on the hook for 80 of them snaps, and you better look like you know what you're doing. It's a lot of dudes that get out the league quick because of that too. They think, man, this dude never gonna get hurt, or they think I'm never gonna get a chance until it happens. And now you out there playing defense for a whole half of football, and you like, oh my God. And yeah, you don't get a second chance. So, yeah.
Steel Nation on fire. I meant Jalen Elliott.
Okay. That was the Jalen he was talking about.
Name looks vaguely.
Yeah. Jalen
familiar.
was here. That was because I always. Oh my gosh, this was 2 years ago? I feel like with him. I don't know though. I could be off.
Mike T gonna have them guys doing suicides and everything in the book to get these guys straight.
Nah, seriously, man. But then at the same time, it's like you can only do but so much because we have rules based on how much you can keep us there in that building through the PA. So when we start talking about certain things, it's a reason why, when Coach T was pissed, he was like, you were going to put them in pads. And that was like a big deal because honestly, in season, man, it ain't a lot that you can do. You can't have me out there on that field longer than 2 hours and 30 minutes. You know why? Because there's a camera running. It has zero to do with that coach, zero to do with your team. That camera goes right back to the office, man. All right. And when they start seeing, they out there when they supposed to be, 100K fine, another big fine, draft pick. So, yeah, you can't do but so much. So, yeah, he going to try to get him where he can. But in season, man, you just kind of got to, figure that thing out.
A2A style, you'll like this, Deke. I'm now convinced KP8 is better than Mitch.
There it is.
I wish this wasn't the way it happened. I wanted Mitch to do really good. But, yeah, there you go. Mitch has bad mechanics. The back foot throw be killing us.
Yeah.
He's trying to be like Jay Cutler out there or something. Then he said on the pick that he threw the ball where he last saw the receiver. Wouldn't that be behind him, SMH? So,
I know on the one pick he got hit. So, I know that was how that thing worked. The other one, I'm trying to think of the other one.
Are you talking about the last one?
Yeah.
The one was Pickens got mossed.
So, was that the one when Mitch got hit then?
I don't know.
I know one of them Mitch got hit. One he just missed. One was like a flat miss. Like, bad mechanics just missed.
Yeah, that was probably the last one then. The one he missed was the slant. He just completely overthrew him. Fourth quarter.
The pick, yeah.
He had 2.
Yeah, I know. The one was a deep ball, the Pickens. The other one was a deep.
Which one?
It was like a deep.
You're asking which one he got hit on? I don't know.
One of them he got hit on. One of them he got hit on and he threw it and it was kind of over. I think it was the second pick because I want to say the first one I thought it was his footwork. I ain't like.
Okay.
Yeah. But in terms of why he said what he said about I threw last where I saw him at, I was saying it was because of that. Like literally, he still was able to get the throw out there, but the dude did like hit him right at the end of it.
Kel Turner, 2 interior D line against the run is unproductive.
He said it again.
2 interior D line against the run is unproductive.
Yeah, you talking about on the 12 play drive. Yeah, that's after they done rotated through base and all the other personnel groupings, and we're still having D tackles and nose tackles not doing what they're supposed to do. So you start getting in these situations where it's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 is a very hard call to defend against. So you typically go nickel, which is why you take off one of them D linemen in terms of interior guys, and you bring an extra wide or extra DB because the Colts at times, even on that 12 play where they running the ball, they were still doing it out of passing personnel groupings. But they could do that because they were good on first down. So if you're on base defense on first down and they pick up 7 because your LBs and your interior D linemen aren't fitting the run the way they're supposed to, what do you keep doing? Right? So that was part of why they was making adjustments. Problem was, man, when you're that thin at those positions, it is what it is. We talked about the different safeties, and then when them safeties went down, how that affected the linebackers, the nickel corner, and everybody else included, right? So that's what was, why it was what it was. Specifically when you was talking about.
We got A2A style saying, I watched 2 AFC North football games this weekend, the Vikings, Bengals, and Bears, Browns. I realized that we don't play AFC North ball anymore. That's what we're missing.
All right.
I just think we're bad right now.
But I say, when you're not playing well, I mean, we could call it what we want to call it. Just like, we just ain't playing well right now, man.
Yeah, and we just so happen to play in the AFC North.
Hey. Except, like, we going to act like that Bengals and Browns both couldn't have lost their games? Make a strong case that they both should have lost the games.
Should have both lost.
Not even know nothing. Yeah,
I was
like.
disgusted.
But I get it. We lost. That's what comes with it, man. That's what comes with it, baby.
Yeah, this is what you leave yourselves open to. Relying on the Bengals and Browns to lose games.
Yes.
Mike Hood, hey Moats and Deke, we lost, but life goes on. Headed west
man.
with wifey to see my son and fam for Christmas. Merry Christmas to all, and hope we win next week. Cheers.
Hey, man, cheers to you, and I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy your holidays, man. I told y'all, I was, like, not in the mood for Christmas or any holiday stuff due to, you know, the losses that me and my fam endured. But, man, we fighting this thing, all right? So I'm glad that you said Merry Christmas, that you turned up for the culture, all right? Because I'm right there with you. I'm Christmas side. That's why I had the red and blue on today, too. Because they had red sweater day at school for Christmas, and this is the only red I had.
Red sweaters.
Yeah, it's like one of them Christmas. He's red or green, but I just heard red. So I just, broke out the red.
Okay.
Yeah. Christmassy, right? I get you one too, man.
I don't see it.
All right.
No, I'm getting the answer's still no. International. I caught it weeks ago. I said, make an example out of these receivers who provide zero effort when things don't go their way. We don't, and now it's a regular occurrence.
Yes, but at the same time, you have to remember that this isn't, a business where you're just making those type of moves without consequence. In this industry, man, it's not how it works. If it was that cut and dry, I mean, sure, it'd be great, but this is professional sports, man. We seen, man, this is not how that ever goes. And it takes a lot for your talented young draft picks or even the high paid guys to ever get to a point where you're pulling them out because of this type of stuff. Like I said, I get it though. And trust me, man, if we had other options, that's the other part. You throw them out there. But while you're trying to win, because let's also not forget, people's going to holler about firing people regardless, right? Offense don't look good if it was week 2 and we had George Pickens on the sideline for effort and we lost and the offense looked bad. Y'all still going to be hollering about 5 people, right? So that's the reason why they don't be just pulling them cats out like that, man. Because it's like jobs on the line, man. It's families at stake. We don't got them consequences. That's why we holler, man, fire him, pull him out, just sit him down. If he gonna act like that, sit your $18 million receiver down. And put who out there? And my job's still on the line, and y'all still gonna holler about fire these cats. That's the business side I'm talking about right there, man. Not saying that it's right, but that's the reality of it, unfortunately.
Knight Rider 16 dropped to 50.
Shout out to Knight Rider.
Skip to his.
Yo, hey, man, salute you from the heart. We definitely appreciate you too, man.
Moats, you think the lack of culture stems a little from the roster turnover? Hard to build chemistry when most players don't stay past their rookie deal. Those old teams kept guys intact.
Yeah, absolutely.
And drafting some of the wrong players on their rookie deals.
Because like part of the reason why we don't have a lot of our rookies still staying here is because when you draft somebody and we don't feel like it fits culturally or the production isn't there, what is the incentive to retain them? So that's part of what we've been dealing with. And yeah, the other part is when you deal with roster turnover, this is normal. But more importantly, we've done roster turnover before. We just didn't have to do it at the quarterback spot. Think about it. 7 was here for 18 seasons.
It's a big deal.
The average career span, as I keep saying, is 2.5 years. I played here for 4 years, and that felt like a long time, right? Think about 18 years. I said 4. Think about how many different regimes. I think about how many different teammates I had in 4 years. It's like, bro, that's a lot of changes. But when your constant is the most important player, you get away with it. You can survive it. It doesn't hurt you as much. And then when you pay him and he really shows that he's worth it, it really doesn't hurt anything. But right now, that's the biggest question mark for us. Until you get that settled, the rest of this stuff is going to look how it looks at times. Because the most important position is still, like I said, open, available.
We're at 6:40.
Oh, we cooking. All right,
all right.
I shot a text, so we got some time. We got some time. I shot a text.
Probably got like 13, 14 more. Let's go UW. AB for wide receiver catch.
Hey, he was kicking the gym to Pickens, though. Shout out to him for that. He was. I liked it.
AJ Martinez, 5'5". That's my old Cochino picture. Let's go 5'5". Deke.
Word? Okay. Let's go. I like the look, though, man. You was fine with it.
A2A style, as much as Mike T irks me sometimes, I realize that you just can't bring in any coach in this division because of the AFC North football is real. It's different, and I saw it in the Bengals and Browns games. You have to have a certain kind of coach to win here.
I would agree. And this division is, like we said, the black and blue division, man. But the players typically reflect that also. And that's part of the culture conversation that multiple players have talked about, alumni have talked about. That's what we kind of looking at. You're like, man, we know, all right, it's a certain type of thing that takes place in this division. We don't do it like how they do it over there. But you also got to be willing to lock in on that. And if you're not, it will show.
Sean McCartney, I like going BPA in the first, but if we go O-line in the first, would you rather get a guard or get a right tackle and bump Broderick back to left?
Honestly, I'd probably go... Man, I low-key want to go guard, bro. I want to go guard, save me some money, and then...
Maybe bring Dotson back.
Well... I don't be like.
Is he gonna be a free agent?
I'm simply saying,
bring Dotson back.
If I can free up
put
some
him at right
money
guard.
that way, I would free up some money that way.
He's not coming back though.
What would be his point?
Steeler fan growing up. How about that?
Oh, all right. Wait, he was a diehard fan. You're right. So
redemption.
No, he was a fan. So in that case, you do got a guarantee. You got a chance. You legit got a chance. It's just weird because we don't think of it as a job. We think of it as this is a team that we love. Who wouldn't want to come back and play for this team? Imagine if you was working a job and they fired you, bro. And now they struggling after they fired you, and you got on. You hot now. And they're like, hey, bro, come back, man.
Save us.
You like, bro, what? You see what I'm saying?
But if you're a fan.
But if you're a fan, it's a difference.
That's what you're saying.
Right.
There
That's
is a
the different
legitimate
part.
chance.
Yeah, because now you're
we'll
like...
put you at right guard.
Right, because I still love your... Like, I think of how... You know how... You know.
Dotson redemption.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I think he follows me on Twitter. Maybe I'll hit him up.
Hit him up. Shoot him up. Bro,
I'll wait till the season ends.
Yeah. Y'all was locked in, man. Come on, bro.
I'll hit him up after the season ends.
You got his jersey.
Dotson.
You still have his jersey.
You gonna
Think
come
about
back,
it, bro?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think.
And you was the first one, like...
I think I'm the only one,
bro. Yeah.
No custom 69 jersey.
Like
no,
on some freaky freak, like this.
Dotson
Deke,
69 jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Zay Breezy. Overhaul the offense. Bring back Mike Munchak. Haley said he'll be open to coming back. Extend Najee though, and no.
You lost Deke.
No, I'm with TG on this.
You
He
lost
is
him
on the trade block.
Yo said, we ain't doing that one.
On the trade block. He does not want to be here. I'm sorry. I think that'll be more of a mutual thing. Mutual parting of ways right there.
He looks tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he is, but I can understand. Like, he does just, yeah. It happens,
There's
man.
a guy on the Jets roster
it happens,
frequently brought up, Abanikanda. Maybe we trade for him, but yeah, Warren's going to be our main guy. But I think you need to bring in a compliment to him too. But get that guy in the 5th round, like most other teams do. Man, that's looking like a mistake of a pick too. Sorry, like he's been good, but just the value you could have gotten now.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. That's tough. I was wrong on that too. My takes suck. A lot of them do, but
nah, man, he's still a good player. Let's not like he's not a good player. He's a good player.
I would put that one in one of Deke's negative takes. I'd put it in that category. I would. I know. You can make the case back-to-back 1,000-yard years. It's going to get close to 1,000 yards this year.
And at the time that he was drafted, bro, it's like you fit what we needed. They said you're L Bell. That was the big issue.
Differently.
The issue was
I would have brought back Bell at that point.
But we do this every time. We're so ready to get over the other dude that we're ready to crown this guy before he ever does anything that the other dude does. We do it every single time. We was pissed off with AB. We tried to say it was Juju. We tried to say it was going to be Claypool. Then it was DJ. Now it's potentially GP. You know what I mean? Whenever we don't like, man, running game, right? L Bell, man, we got James Conner now. All right, ain't James. All right, man, we got Najee now. It's like, nah, they ain't.
Looking back, we should have just brought back James Conner.
I mean,
that was a good mutual parting of ways.
I would agree.
It needed to happen. He was getting hurt too much here. Would have went Creed Humphrey for sure. Definitely not have drafted Kendrick Green in the 3rd. Still draft Muth, that's fine. But yeah, draft a different lineman in the 3rd instead of Kendrick Green.
Hindsight 2020, you know how that go.
Man. But he also says Sayamalu and Sayamalu. He's saying extend Sayamalu. We got him for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
and stick with Kenny next year. Cut 10. Wonder what the deal is with Pat P. What conversation that's going to be. I wouldn't mind having him back.
I like him in this safety slot corner role. I think he does well.
Ethan Leach, I truly do believe in Mike. We've been riddled with injuries, revolving door at quarterback, fourth string DBs, coming 2 years off of a Hall of Fame quarterback. Change the staff and let's see. Yeah, give him an opportunity to make it right. That's my thing.
All right, don't cut it in the middle of a transition.
No, because what you have here with Tomlin is objectively a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
If you get rid of Tomlin, the chances are, just based off other teams that do the whole fire coach, bring a new coach in, the coaching carousel is you're not going to be as successful with the new coach. You're not going to be bringing on a good coach that's going to be around here long term. Yeah. So my thing is, why not stick with the good coach you have, even though things aren't how we want them to be? Why don't you stick with him? You know he's a good leader, man. He's a good NFL head coach, objectively. Stack him up to any of the current coaches right now. His resume's there. Even stack him up to Coach Cower. Like, whenever things were going bad with Cower, I think it was a losing season, an 8-8 season, 9-7. We extended him. Like, Tomlin hasn't even done that. Tomlin hasn't even had a losing season yet. Give that man the opportunity to make things right, because things have gone wayward. We have lost our way. There's not this grand excuse for it. It's like, he's the head of all of it. You could go individually, game by game, like, this isn't really Tomlin's fault. This is more on the players. But when you add it all up, these last 3-4 seasons, 2023, blame him. It's not been good. But at the same time, we still haven't had a losing season. One of these times we snuck into the playoffs. So if that's the worst we've gotten, if that's like the rock bottom for the Tomlin era, now we'll see how this season plays out. It's like we've given Cower an extension. We let him turn things around when he was going through a worse stretch.
Yeah, well, we're ready to cut.
Chuck Noll only had one 10-win season, and those 10, 11 years from the 80s after the 4 Super Bowls. Now Chuck Noll's different. He had 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah, the 4 Super Bowls. Right.
I think you give him as much leeway as you want. Who cares? It's Chuck Noll.
Bro, they talking about fine Belichick, so clearly they don't care.
Right. Right.
But Belichick's also what? Is 30 year removed now?
But here's what I was saying too earlier today. Like, if John Harbaugh was on the open market and we had a head coaching vacancy, I would be the first to say we need to hire John Harbaugh immediately because he's a good coach. Sean Payton, another guy. Even Bill Belichick.
Yeah, he's a good coaches. Yeah,
hire good coaches.
Yeah,
but like we already have one of those good coaches, like objectively good coach here.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're extending him for 4 or 5 years. It's just like, let him run out the contract.
Right.
And
so he got 1 year left.
This will be his 3rd year without Steelers Hall of Famer at quarterback position. Give him a chance to make things right. I think some of the decisions that have been made, obviously, haven't been optimal. Fired Canada, but, like, dude, you got a good coach. Let's see what happens. I say you go 1 more year.
Hey, finish out the contract, man.
It's that simple. It doesn't have to be too complicated. I mean, it kind of just makes common sense. You got a good coach. He's got 1 more year on his contract. Don't you want to make sure that he's lost the culture, he's lost the locker room, or it's stale to that point? Like,
and look, typically,
I just don't think we're completely there yet.
Typically, yes. I do think though, if you do make the move to move on, you just add another variable into what is already a ton of variables that we about to be having this offseason. But just depends on who the person is. For me, I'm rocking with him at least to finish out the contract, and then after that, we see what's up. But to act as if, oh, that's right, the losing in the playoffs, that matters the absolute most. I forgot. They care about the losing in the playoffs, the fact that we ain't had a playoff win since 16.
That's not good either. I mean, it's legit.
But they care about that more than regular season. So I get if that's how they view it. I don't personally think that those two things, I don't think they can't operate exclusively. I think that, you can be upset about the lack of playoff success, but still acknowledge the fact that he's always
going to get you in the mix.
Absolutely.
He's always gotten us in the mix year in, year out.
Right. I just think that's the thing. It's more so you got the Tomlin supporters that won't acknowledge the lack of playoff success, and then you got the Tomlin haters that only look at playoffs and just disregard everything else. You like, both of y'all look stupid at times, man. But, it's how it goes.
I think it's a legitimate conversation. Yeah. But I think
there's pros and cons to both sides.
The people that want Tomlin fired like right now or wanted him fired like 2-3 weeks ago, I think just completely overlook anything good the man has done.
My thing
Or just overlook that
Mhm.
he could get it right, or he's
Yeah.
a good coach,
Mhm.
which I don't think's true. So, yeah. 8-8 style. The Bengals and the Browns had the exact same play that led to a winning score.
I don't know the play, but all right. Boy, 650. All right. Let's.
You good?
Yeah, we got a little speed on him, though. All right, we're going to just get a little speed.
Okay. We got
We should
7 or 8 more.
We could be done by 7 at the latest. I think we can get it done.
Okay.
By 7. Yeah.
International. At what point does Warren start? Should have been 5 weeks ago.
Seriously. Bro.
Najee's vision cone is worse than Mike Vick's.
You know that's my quarterback. Yeah, I ain't going with that one. That's my guy.
Is he talking about it in Madden?
Oh no,
Was it that?
Because Madden was
his wasn't that bad. Was it that bad?
Let me get Vic and Ofoda. Or yeah, let me get Vic, and we go back to that Atlanta when he on the cover that Madden and we do all that cool.
They didn't start till 06 though.
Oh hell yeah,
QB vision.
Because I'm just telling you now, I'm like, shoot, I'm
Peyton Manning and
Vic.
Brady's was stupid.
I know it was. It was like the whole thing. I ain't tripping on it. I still like Vic in the game. I bet I watch you with him.
Gandhi Son 07. Would y'all agree that Titty Mitch is done here? I would. With his limited opportunities, he's shown that he can no longer play quarterback at this level. Wishing him the best going forward. Hashtag Sabotage69. Yep, Sabotage69. Bring him back.
All right.
Make amends.
Me personally, man, Mitch is going to get another opportunity because he plays quarterback in the National Football League and he's still very talented. We might have personal opinions on him, but there are not a lot of people that are walking around this earth that can throw the ball better than Mitch. That's just the reality of it. We realize there's 32 teams in the league and we go down that list and stuff like that, but it's a reason why.
I'll be a backup somewhere.
Okay,
Just not here
yeah, that's what I'm
because
saying. Here is
we're paying him
different.
X amount of money.
But why do you think we paid him that money? Yeah, it's like we could have got that money to Mason. Both of them was free agents at the time. It's like, yo. So I get your feelings about him, and I'm sure a lot of people have feelings about him. But that's in that position. Yeah, he can get another shot. Before he can get another shot, man.
Trivium X17. Tomlin's ability to always mess up a call, especially that decision to punt instead of kicking the field goal, never ceases to amaze me. Outcoached again.
I mean, you was gonna say that regardless of that decision, because you said outcoached again. So that's already been your mindset, baby. Don't act as if that one call changed how you was gonna view him. You know that ain't the case. But I get your reaction after the fact. It's kind of like me and Deke, right? He look at it and he's like, yo, man, I'm kicking that field goal. I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, if you kick the field goal and it makes it, great. I get why you punted, though. Both sides I could understand. But if you miss the field goal, what's the difference between you missing it versus you putting it and you have a 12-play drive? It's a bad scenario all around, man. So it is what it is, but I get it. If that's what you wanted to use as your, this is definitely it, outcoached again, cool. That's fine, man.
Let's go, UW. D. Bush hating from the outside of the club when he can't even get double-digit tackles. How he gonna hate when he can't even get in the club?
Was it confirmed that that was directed this way? Because I know people went crazy. I'm like, bro, he just put some emojis up, man. But I don't be as in tune to it, so
I don't know what was confirmed.
Yeah.
Justin Bosley has joined the upper room.
Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the family, baby.
Let's go, UW. In regards to receivers being divas, I hate to break it a lot to you, but our receivers are divas in one way or another. They hide it in college long enough to get drafted. The age of guys like Hines are over.
Yeah, that's very true, man. It's very true. And I think you still got some guys that can give you some semblances of the OG style, but yeah, this is a different time that we dealing with, man.
Yeah, do we have any left?
All right.
Fitzgerald. Last of a dying breed.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
Andre Johnson.
It's been a minute, bro. Them type of dudes. Yeah.
AJ Martinez says, I like 8 if he's weighing 235, solid muscle for beatings.
So you got to get my man a little bigger. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Put him on that Brady Quinn.
Let's go, UW. Nah, Deke only wants to not draft a QB because he's scared of Daniel Penix or Jordan Travis beating Kenny out.
Say, boy, you got some heat coming in.
It's a waste of a draft
You got
pick.
some heat coming in, man.
Waste of a pick.
Got some heat. Jordan Travis be a mid-round, mid-late, coming off an injury. No, man. Yeah. Just bring him in the building, see what happens.
Keebler's Keys. Give me Jaden and someone from DeMarco or Shanahan's tree.
Okay.
I saw he's skipping his bowl game. Already declared NFL, locked in.
Smart man. Don't waste your time there. What you got? You ain't got nothing to prove, man.
Erie Mind Mob, what's Yin's record prediction? Do we make the playoffs?
Technically,
are
my
we
prediction is
guaranteed to
still
go
in
9-8?
Technically, my prediction is still in play.
Is 9-8 guaranteed? Is it just written?
It is inevitable, isn't it? It is
I
inevitable.
mean, I'll go 10.
I've been on
let's
10
go
and 7.
Mason 10-7. Just sling it out.
Listen, until my pick can't be all the way available, I'm gonna keep riding with my 10 wins. Okay. Until it can't be available, I'm gonna ride with them. So we got 3 games. Figure it out, man. But I called it 10-7. Said best case 11-6, but 10-7, realistic, man. Got 3 games left, baby. I still can't believe that we ain't picked up one of them ones in this 3. I thought for certain one of them was going, yeah, but it is what it is. Control what you can control.
Should have been all of them.
I'm
for the 1
with,
seed
trust me, I'm with. Deke, we had this conversation 3 weeks ago, did we not? Did we not say, yo, this is a great opportunity about to go on a run? And then we talked about this, man. But it is what it is. We'll be straight. We'll be straight. Win this week. That's what it comes down to. Got to get this one this week, man.
Night Rider 16 says, I predict a non-losing season. Rod
9-8. Or give me a tie somewhere. Give me 8.
Rod Dollars 10.
I'll take 8-1.
We got some supers that just rolled in.
All right.
Tyler from the 334. Warren fell into O-line's booty at the goal line. How about that one play Najee ran right into the defensive tackle?
I don't know what he was looking at, bro.
Right,
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what he was looking at, bro.
Running lanes on both sides.
I don't know what he was looking at, bro. I don't know.
Was it Mason Cole blocking him?
I thought his eyes was closed. I was like, bro, I don't know. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I do not know, bro. I was trying to make that one make sense to me, man. Yeah.
That's what that dude was talking about with Najee and his vision.
Mm-hmm.
International, why do we keep winning the coin toss and receiving when our offense is dumpster juice and our defense is 10 times more likely to score a touchdown?
Hey.
Blows my mind.
Sometimes.
I never liked it. I think you always should defer.
Well, sometimes as a coach, you're just trying to go through different things to motivate your team, right? So you say to yourself, man, maybe putting the pressure on the offense to go out there and score first will make them execute, will make them operate with just a little bit more urgency in their work and their, you know what I'm saying? Because they know, typically you do put defense out there. Let's get a stop. Now we got the advantage. We know coming out of half, we can get that rock back. But if you've been playing up and down, inconsistent, y'all young, immature, I don't know which version of y'all I'm going to get, man, maybe I can just force you to have to play right now because I'm not going to give you a chance to think of it. I'm not going to give you a chance to sit over here and watch us either give up a score or we get off the field quick and now you got to go out there like, let's go. Let's see if it happens. So, like I said, man, with that type of stuff, we really be over-talking it. This is what happens when you lose. When you lose, we'll be like, yo, why you take the ball or the coin toss or not? But we ain't never care about taking no ball, coin toss or not when we was actually doing what we were supposed to do because you knew it was going to be nice. But when you lose, this how it go.
I do like, in general, always deferring, though. It's like that. It feels like that free possession. If you could get it right before halftime, get a score or something like that, and then getting it right out of half.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, what about when they come out and they're going to open and drive and now you down 7-0?
That's what it is. You just got to respond. Respond next play.
You got the offense mind that raw with it, baby. I like it.
Respond.
So, with that being the case, I think we are caught up on Super. Yes, we are. So, hopefully everything will be good. It is sharing the clock. So that means we good, Deke. You got anything else on you before you get up out of here?
No.
All right. Well, with that being the case, man, we hope y'all enjoyed today's show. Like I said, we had a lot we had to discuss, man. But it's going to get better. It's got to, right? Hopefully. But either way, definitely appreciate y'all. Hit that like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, baby.
Peace.